All right, all right, all right. Welcome into Toilets to Titles. I believe this is our second annual. Did we do this year one? I'm not sure. So I probably should have been more prepared, but I believe this is our second, maybe third annual live stream of round one of the NFL draft. And we will have a bunch of members of Toilets to Titles, maybe some listeners, maybe some friends of the show popping in the stream throughout the evening. We will be here for the entirety of the first round of the NFL draft. With me right now, my main guy, Justin Stevens at Justin F _ and Johnny Trees, dubbed by the Dirt Man, Nate Dirt. How you guys doing this evening?
We're great, man. We got my turbo. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm gonna just turn off the camera real quick. I forgot to play the part here.
oh boy.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're in that game. How you doing, Justin?
I guess I'll just jump in then. I'm doing great. I'm excited. It's always interesting when your team does not have a first round pick because I'm going to be on pins and needles and kind of expecting kind of waiting to see if the Colts are going to trade up to jump in the draft or if they're going to do what they always do and lay back and just accept their second round picks. But what's more fun to me is that this AFC South has a whole lot of picks, especially early on. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Awesome. We have another member at Toilets Titles just popping in. Dirty Jobs. Mike B at Dirty Jobs 21. Mike, how are we doing this evening?
What's happened, gentlemen? It's draft night. It's what more can we say? It's very exciting. I'm very pumped up. I'm ready to see some surprises. I think there's actually going to be a lot of different things that happen tonight that we're not going to be expecting. I think a lot of wide receivers start dropping really early.
Dropping?
Here we go. Yeah.
Off the board, baby. Off the board.
Oh, okay. Going. Okay. I heard.
Now you're ready, Johnny Trees.
I heard somebody say that Garrett Wilson could go as high as 3, which I thought was crazy. But you think that's something that could happen?
I do, honestly. Yeah, I think we might see a receiver. When you look at all the contracts that happened in this offseason, man, the receiver got really expensive this year. So that might change a lot of things as far as that goes.
All right, now I'm full Yinzer. So let's go.
Full Yinzer, yes, Johnny Trees.
Full Yinzer.
You I like to call
only go halfway, or you
doing?
can go full way. We're great, man. I have listened to sports talk radio all day trying to get the inside scoop on what's going to really happen here, and I am. Oh man, I was at the pizzeria and I just watched some highlights of Malik Willis. I'm like, please.
Hey, Dylan, listen. So Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, just tweeted. This is just happening right now. That this was his 50th NFL draft. And the very first comment on that said, "Trade up." This dude at Tatis MVP SZN. So I followed him immediately because he's telling Jim Irsay to trade up that quick right after the tweet.
Yes. So the reason why I threw on the jersey now is because I have a box full of buffalo wings and I covet my jerseys. So it's very risky. And these wings were extremely risky for me to throw on right out of the box.
Tell everybody where you live, where you're located.
I live
special.
Yes. So I live, and these are not my favorite wings, but it was on my way home from work. I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm going to go smash some wings. So I live outside Buffalo, New York. So I love Bills Mafia. So, we'll see how my relationship with Bills Mafia blossoms throughout the season because they're just going to love me.
All right. So Joe's dropping in here. Draftmas is upon us. Joe, I believe, Joe Clark, Joe knows is going to be streaming, I believe, with the Giants broadcast this evening. Maybe he'll post that in here if anyone's interested in hearing what he has to say. I can share that link with you guys. But we are 5 minutes now from kickoff. And does everyone think it's going to be Trayvon Walker to the Jaguars first overall?
Yeah, I mean, BetQL had him at minus 400, so I do think that it'll be him.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Hutchinson. Why not? I mean, and also I'm the guy that does the least preparation for the college guys and the draft. So also didn't realize Dirty Jobs was purposefully taking himself out. But so like I'm really only here to be the guy that brings the laughs and the jokes and the sexy stuff.
Oh, Chris's videos popped in. What's happening?
right.
How you doing, man? Nice to see you,
Now. It's a show.
man. So
It's not a show without Chris's videos.
Yeah.
Right.
I put, I want to say like $25, $30 on Walker to go first overall when the buzz started coming in about 3 weeks ago. And he was still not the favorite. He was the underdog or one of them to go. So now that it's changed, I'm glad I got that pick in. But I also put money on Malik Willis to go second because I had a feeling the Saints were going to trade up for him. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to go Walker and then Hutchinson. Matt, live from the draft this evening. Matt, how you doing?
Man, I'm drugged out of my mind on painkillers. My back's killing me today. So if I say something even more stupid than normal, that's why.
All right.
Hey,
so
I
you
thrive
think
on stupid.
You think you're at the draft, but you're not sure where you are.
I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
I'll be happy no matter what happens.
Right on.
Yes.
Well, Patriots, Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'd prefer defense, I think, over than offense. We just haven't got a wide receiver right for how many years. So just, if it's working, just draft our defense and just trade for some.
Devin Lloyd can come in and he could he's good coverage linebacker. He's good rushing the passer. I think he can do a little bit of everything. And I'm hearing a lot of buzz about him. But I also like Daxton Hill. I think Daxton Hill went to New England, man. You have McCourty ain't getting any younger. Daxton Hill can play everywhere. He can play in the nickel. He can play deep. He can play in the box.
Typical Pats guy, right? Bill Belichick loves those.
Yeah.
Do it all guys. We really need the help on the edge. So I'm hoping we can get either an edge or a linebacker who can come off the edge.
All right, John, are we going is it Willis or Pickens? Have we decided yet?
Willis. I want Willis. I mean Pickett is like where my heart is, but man, like there's just that like thing on my shoulder saying Willis, because like Willis is just like slash, he's got an arm, just bring back the good old Cordell Stewart days. So
right on. Andrew Campy's asking if Justin Guy's actually Santa, and he's not yet. he's on the way. That beard's got to get a little more white.
It's starting with the white though, for real.
I'm gonna go turn a light on.
Are we doing spoilers or no spoilers?
Well, here's the thing. So, like, just looking at BetQL, they had like the latest odds. They have Walker going minus 300, Hutchinson going plus 200, Aquanu going plus 400, and then Evan Neal at plus 2,000. So, like, those are the odds for the Jags' first pick. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Who was minus 400?
It was minus 300 was Walker. Aiden Hutchinson was plus 200. Aquanu plus 400, and Evan Neal.
I misheard.
That's okay.
Nate thinks Malik is going 32 to Detroit. I think it's going to be Corral or Ritter who goes 32. I think Willis goes no later than 20, pick 20. Not saying whoever's at pick 20 is going to get him, but I think he goes no later than the 20th pick.
Ooh, Chris's videos with a hot take already, man. Wow.
I mean, it's how many quarterbacks hit? You know what I mean? Especially from a school like Liberty.
And honestly, that's my thing. He's coming from I don't even know what division Liberty is. So, I honestly, it's a risk. It's a huge risk, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah,
man, we got our boy Rich down in Vegas right now, so hopefully he stays out of trouble.
Yeah. So Matt, you mentioned something about spoilers. I think there's a good chance we're going to have like 3 or 4 different channels that guys are watching this on, and I don't think there's a way to really hide the reactions. I think personally, I might try to not spoil it for the guys that are on the show. So like, if I happen to see that Cowboys pick or that Steelers or Patriots pick, like I might not say anything then, but otherwise, I think it's pretty well fair game.
Fair game.
You're going to have one guy that's going to be able to break everything because he has it before everyone else. And
We'll
I don't know if
see.
you remember last year, you Australian guys actually had it before the rest of us.
I don't know how that works, but yeah.
Well, it's because you guys are already in Friday.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
true. Yeah.
Camp,
That's what you meant by
Campy said-
spoilers. You already know.
Campy
draft
said
already
he already
happened.
knows, man.
All right, I think we're showing the Rams like Super Bowl thing, so we'll see how this goes. Now Matthew Stafford's talking on ESPN, so
What do you think about
We
Akers
were-
at number 3? Odell Beckham's number. You think that means he's done in LA?
He looks like it. He put some tweet out, right? He put some tweet where he says
Yeah.
he's going to be back, but he doesn't know where he's going to be.
All right, and it wasn't until after the number was given away. I think that's like, I think they're done with him.
Sounds like it. He got his ring, right? So
Yeah,
good on him.
man, he needs to go to Green Bay. I said it last year. I'll say it again. I think he'd be dangerous with Aaron Rodgers, man. Dangerous.
Hey, I think I'm good. I think I actually can watch the draft. So
How about that?
There we
Justin,
go.
watch the draft.
they just
There
showed
we go.
and Trayvon Walker on the screen. So
Chris is
Yes.
saying there's a 75% chance the Jags don't select Hutchinson. I think you're right. I think there's a giant dinosaur walking around the crowd. Did you guys see that? That was
It's
That's
weird.
probably
who knows what you're gonna get.
it's probably Rich.
Very weird. Oh, Steve's in here. Yeah, it's probably Rich. Rich is not a giant dinosaur. He's a tiny dinosaur.
What
Maybe
up,
he's a
Steve?
giant bag of Fritos.
Uncle Steve. Nice to see you. There's Hutchinson. Ahmad Gardner. The Sauce. Where do you guys think Thibodeau goes? You think he goes top 5?
I think top 10. Like last night, I forgot where we put him. I think he was like 6 or 7.
What's up, Joe?
So
How we doing, man?
It's draft night, baby.
Hell yeah.
go.
What are you wishing for? What's your wish this evening?
I am wishing for, unfortunately, 2 boring New York Giant first round picks, beefing up both lines.
Okay. Well, what? Anybody specifically? You want a Kwanu, Neal, Charles Cross?
It's feeling like Charles Cross. I think I'm okay with that. I'm really infatuated with Thibodeau, though, from like a personality perspective. Like, the way he's fallen and all the interviews he's gone through, people must really, there's something about him that must really rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
It seems.
Well, Joe, I tell
He's
you
like
what,
a
man, I'm
gnarly
here,
personality.
Joe, I'm here for you right now. So if that's what you really want for NFL Draftmas, just ask NFL Santa here. And if you've been a good boy this year, you'll get what you asked for. But if not, who knows what the Magic 8 Ball might have in store for you.
Did I get to sit on your lap too?
We'll have to talk about that in Canton, but we'll see how much I have to drink.
That's very
I'm
very
5'5",
interesting.
$160. Looks like I'd fit in there pretty well.
NFL Santa, he's not quite as a PR as regular Santa.
Man, speaking of Canton and Santa, we maybe we need to get you a Santa costume, a Toilets and Titles themed Santa costume. Have you trounce around the expo, Fantasy Football Expo, and that?
I'm shaving the beard in about a month, so if that's something that
Oh.
really you guys really want to see happen, I need to know because otherwise I'm shaving it in a month. If we can make it happen, I'm down.
Well, how long did it take you for your beard to get that? This is the interesting stuff that everybody's, I'm sure, waiting to hear. And by the way, did it kick off yet? Did the clock start? Because I don't.
No,
see
we're
it.
still in. They're on the clock, but I think they're in commercial right now.
You know they
Oh,
always
no.
take the full amount of time.
Oh yeah.
But,
Justin, how long did it take you for that beard to get like that?
it would be
At least a week, right?
I'm on week 17 right now.
All right. Well, you could technically shave it and then start all over.
No, if I'm gonna do that, it's I'm going full bore. I'm gonna make it go all the way out. And by the time Canton comes around, at the rate that these kids are driving me crazy this semester, I'll probably be full gray too. So
Justin's a teacher, for full disclosure.
See, I've come to the conclusion that like if my goatee reaches like 12 gray hairs, I'm dyeing it. I think that's my threshold.
It's the only place I get gray is the goatee, is the chin. Yeah.
yep. I'm starting to get gray on top too. So
I got some too. So Joe's asking, who is going to be the surprising big drop down the boards this draft? I thought it could be Stingley, but now, like as of today, it seems like the Texans are locked in on him at 3.
I was going to say Stingley, yeah.
what about Kyle Hamilton, dude? Like I'm in love with that guy, and he was listed like in the top 5 in almost every mock draft I saw like a month ago, and now I'm seeing drafts where he's not even being taken in the first round.
Wow.
It's insane.
He ran a 4.7 the combine, I think, and then he ran a 4.56 at the pro day. So he improved. I guess the rumor is that after the season he just didn't do anything, which take that for what it's worth. He didn't train, didn't work on mechanics, and then after the combine he worked on it a little bit and bumped it up to a 4.56. But you'd always expect from the combine to the pro day, you always expected the 40 to increase, like because I think they kind of pump the numbers, but I think that had something to do with it.
I don't know. Notre Dame guys are smart though. He probably knew what he was doing.
His tape's good, man. I mean, his tape's very good. Up now, my stream is buffering. Don't know what that means. Well, luckily I'm here with you guys, and you can just tell me because here's the thing. I don't really need to watch these idiots talk about this stuff. I just need to know the picks. I'd rather hear from you guys, or you know what I mean. I don't need to hear McShay and Kuiper. I just need to see what the picks are. So I could turn this off and be completely content just with a screen at the bottom telling me where these guys went.
It's a fashion choice. Can't be.
Ooh, the schedule release show the day I come back from Florida, May 12th.
After you ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Yes, let's go.
Disney Talk.
Yes, Disney Talk. Wrong channel. All right.
What's the name of that channel, John?
That is the Universe of Magic podcast. I'm glad you asked, Coach.
Yeah.
So you know Kurt, Coach?
Do you ever listen to Geeking on WDW? Geeking on podcast? You, John, yeah.
I did not, but I worked it out with him. He's actually doing a Zoom in about 23 minutes, and he's going to record it for me because I said I was going to be indisposed. So
wait, Kurt?
Here comes Raj.
We got Chris. Chris's video is laying some shade on Matt here. That's campy. And then Chris's video's comment.
Wait, I can't hear if they're booing Roger. I can't imagine why.
So
I actually got to look up rules and see if we're able to like pull up audio, or if that's like.
So I'm thinking it sounds like John said he reached out to him because he's using some equipment that Kurt uses. That's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So they just became acquaintances.
Nice.
So Joe knows Kurt. Like
We work together. I talk to Kurt almost every day.
That's cool.
He's a good guy. I got him into fantasy football. Well, he didn't get me into Disney, but I've talked. He's talked me through a lot of podcasting stuff too. Real good guy. He collects records too, where we do that
voice.
together also.
He has like the podcasting voice.
Yeah.
I like to pretend I do, but like I listen to myself, I'm like, oh.
When I see him, I tell him he's got the face for podcasting too.
Do we see Rich?
All right.
Man, I saw George Pickens ranked 61st overall by Daniel Jeremiah. That's a travesty.
Carl's
How is
brother?
he dropping? Like, I was listening to Bill Sports Talk Radio today, and like they're like him and Han, like I guess Brandon Bean came out and said they're not going to draft a running back today, and like they're going to. It's no secret that that's like the missing piece that they need.
This Raiders fan coming up on stage, he don't have anything on Rich.
For real.
And Rich will be animated. Because I'll get out, and you have to set the side, lower that microphone.
I think the Bills might be
Ice Cube.
I think the Bills might be my most respected fan base of any of the 4 major professional sports teams. I'm a Giants fan. I'm not a Bills fan.
You've never been to a Bills game?
It's hard to not think that based on.
Coach, can I unload right now? Because I want to.
I mean, I don't hate them.
I'll do it tactfully.
Give them your. I mean, go ahead if you got.
Okay. So honestly, there are Bills fans that are respectable and nice, and then you have the wahoos that jump through tables and think that Josh Allen, is the next, coming to Jesus Christ. So,
yeah, my thing's like the 20,000 people at the airport at 3 a.m. when it's negative 10 degrees.
Oh, they're hardcore. They're hardcore, but like you're talking to someone and coming from someone who's 6'10", so I'm a big target. I was walking into the Bills game week 1 against the Steelers, wearing my yellow like alternate like Minka Fitzpatrick jersey, and I've been to Bills Steelers games before, and it's been fine. But like something switched with them. They get like the whiff of success, and they just turn into a-holes.
We're just gonna look past the Derek Carr mohawk without mentioning it. Like that's a perfect 10.
That's
like, when you're talking like the Grammys and all and the Oscars and all that, they have the red carpet and they talk about the actors' looks and stuff. I feel like that's hard hitting info that the people need to know about, and it really like brought out the suit as well. Like the stripe just went straight back. I kind of feel like he should have wore pinstripes too to really make it stand out. But
did you guys see the giant head of what's his name? The coach for the Jaguars floating around in the crowd? I thought it was Ellen DeGeneres at first, and I was like, why is there a head of Ellen DeGeneres? Doug Peterson. So this evening I confused Doug Peterson for Ellen DeGeneres. So that's where I'm at. So
all right, the Jaguars have 9 minutes to make a pick.
It just kicked off. Holy cow!
9 minutes. Like, what the hell?
Let's see if
and
I
like,
win some money.
here's the thing. Like, I love how like Roger Goodell, being the unpopular idiot that he is, like they try to bring so many celebrities up and try to butter up the crowd, but yet he still gets booed. Like, it's just sad.
All 4 of them do.
Yeah, hold on. I got an idea.
Hey, I'm a Yankee fan that goes to Red Sox games and Yankee Red Sox games in Fenway and gets beer dumped on, accidentally dumped on us consistently.
and I get it.
I won't go to Giant Stadium. I won't. I just, for the cost of tickets now, you know what I mean? I'd rather save up and fly out to Dallas like once every 4 years,
I'll tell you what, I just watched 2 nights of Jerry World filled up with 180,000 people with WrestleMania a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was jumping.
I was out there for when they played the Lions in the playoffs like 6 or 7 years ago.
Well, that's because Pat McAfee was wrestling, so of course they're going to sell out.
That's what I'm watching.
Pat McAfee is the best thing that happened in WWE in a while, but we're going off on a tangent.
Pat McAfee's the best thing that's ever happened to anything he's ever touched.
Yes. I have mad respect for him.
Hall of Fame punter, whether they put him in there or not.
So going back to my story, walking into Highmark Stadium, the week 1, I was there with my 2 nephews and my sister and brother-in-law, and this drunk woman walks up and just starts giving me hell about Ben Roethlisberger, calling him what he was accused of back in like early 2000s, adding the word burger to it. So it sounded real original.
Yeah.
And I like look over my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law knows what my next move is. And she's just like, John, don't do it. It's too early in the afternoon. And I like go on and say, well, funny you should say that. He went on to win 2 Super Bowl championships after being acquitted by a jury of his peers, and went on to win 2 Super Bowls. And like went like that to her. And like, he's like, well, what about me too? I'm like, what about it? So there's really a part of that fan base you can't really reason with. So, and they're becoming the Uncle Fester of the league.
So
I don't know, man. It sounds to me like you're just poisoned because you live up there.
When I was a
It's
kid,
awful.
we went to a Colts and Buffalo game when I was a kid, and there were a bunch of Buffalo fans behind us because we were up the level, and they were all behind us, and they kept screaming at us and saying, let's go Buffalo. They led almost the entire game, and back then the Colts and the Bills were in the same division, so it was a big game. It was towards the end of the season, and and some of the kids were like throwing popcorn and snacks at us and stuff. So at the very end, the Colts make this comeback. They kick a game-winning goal, and my grandfather turns around and starts yelling, "Go back home to Buffalo! Go back home to Buffalo!"
I'll give you another example of just pure class. It was the season before the pandemic, and they were playing Sunday Night Football in Pittsburgh. And being the uncle that I am, I took my older nephews to the game there. And of course, the Steelers started Duck Hodges, and that's like, I think that's when the Bills clinched that night. And you would have thought they won the Super Bowl. And like, this was like the second year they made the playoffs. And like, there's a place in Pittsburgh where you catch like the Gateway Clipper, which is like the shuttle boat or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy was just like, you know, hooting and hollering, insulting all the Steeler fans. I just flat out called him a couple names, and like the whole crowd was laughing. Like, I have no problem giving it back to people.
Oh, hey.
But,
Rich.
oh, there he is.
Are you listening or what?
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Are you
You're running.
What?
Yeah, I'm running across the street trying to get down there, man. It's packed like sardines down here. We're
Are you
45.
good, Rich? I think I heard 650,000 people, right?
Yeah, I had to park pretty far away, so got a good mile to walk.
That's all right. The Jaguars are still the 101 is still up, so you're probably good for another.
Oh, the pick is
Hey,
in.
are you going to take off the hat and you're going to show your Derek Carr haircut, his new hairdo?
Yes,
or what?
let's go.
Hey, I've not
You haven't seen it? His slick back.
Oh, hold
mohawk?
on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Well, hold on, let me show you guys.
Dang.
That's awesome. Look at this. We have our on-site reporter.
Yeah.
But you can't beat that.
Hey, show us that again. I didn't have you on solo.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Yeah, woo!
Draft representation for Toilets to Titles. Let's do this.
Now let us know when you get that Thibodeau interview going, and we'll fire you up on Twitter.
Rich, what's the word on the street about the Raiders, man? Who are the Raiders taking?
Nobody's first round. We took Devontae Adams.
Oh, dang.
That's a hell of a pick right there.
Yes, I think that was the best first round pick we made in a long time.
I think the world would agree.
Come with expertise.
Rich, you up or you down right now?
I'm what?
Are you up or you down, money-wise, in Vegas?
I'm up because I haven't spent anything.
Ooh,
There you go.
Rich, you are cool as a cucumber, my friend.
There you go.
So
That's it.
pick is in.
It's
Do I
been
spoil
There you
in.
go.
You're making us wait.
Do
I saw
spoil it?
Tony Khan. I saw Tony Khan in the room. So you know it must be important.
He's just planning his next wrestling show.
So
You guys
hopefully,
have the
walking
sleeper
over
app,
there, I'm gonna see if
notifications
I
on
come across any fans.
the sleeper app notifications on. They'll tell you before you see it. They must have somebody there like Rich.
Good God.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker.
Oh, there you
Coach.
go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Cha-ching.
Ka-ching.
How
Man,
am I
who-
so
who-
far behind?
who played
This
that
is
audio?
So disappointing.
Because if
Oh,
you
wait.
could do that for every pick, that was clutch. I heard it on somebody's TV where it said the pick is in. So just keep doing what you're doing.
You know what? That might have been me.
Perfect. That's fine.
But yeah, we'll see on the next one. I don't mind doing it.
We just got, I think we got to be conscientious of
But can you
copyright
hear?
laws there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a Colts fan, I was really hoping that the Jaguars would screw that up, but honestly, between him or Hutchinson, I don't think they could have gone wrong.
Well, Walker is more traits. Hutchinson is more production. Like so, Walker, they're drafting him on what they. I mean, all players should be drafting on what you think they should be, but you know, they're drafting him thinking his ceiling is higher. Clearly.
Apparently, they're playing an intense game of tic-tac-toe on the coffee room table.
Yeah. Kuiper's final draft board this morning had Hutchinson going to Detroit, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Not that I have any specific.
No, I think
affinity for his
it's
board.
gonna go Walker, Hutchinson, Stingley. I think that's the move right now.
Man, Matt is posting his food. That looks like a good sandwich right there. I feel like that's why we lost him. We lost him to food, and I don't blame him. That looks like a nice sandwich there, Matt. And you're muted.
I just got the party pies and the sausage rolls. Someone else is posting that, I think.
What time is it right there right now?
It's 10:20 a.m.
On a Friday. You took the day off for the draft.
No, I had a bad back, so I couldn't go to work.
Yeah. It works out.
That's why he started the stream telling us how bad his back was, just in case anybody was watching.
Yeah, he didn't want his boss to see it. Yeah, we got you. You said you were drugged up on painkillers. We got you.
That's it.
Documented.
Fun.
Also, if your boss actually watches this, good on you, man. You're a good boss.
All right, pick us in for who's next?
Detroit.
Well,
Pick
is
us
it Hutch?
in.
Is it Hutch?
Says he played out of position at Georgia. He took that 4 out.
There we go.
Dirty jobs. Hey, Mike.
What's happening, man? How we doing?
He's back.
Finally. It took me forever to get my audio going, and then my daughter woke back up. I was like, what the hell's happening here? So
Well,
My daughter's next to me watching the tablet.
oh,
tablets
nice.
are
Hi.
like the perfect killer for like boredom.
Yes.
Like
That's a fact right there.
Hey, it's Malcolm in the middle. What's happening, George?
Not much. Just wrapped up doing some work. Figured I'd jump on for a little bit.
Nice.
So
What's up, Georgie? George and Rich are in similar situations this evening. Their dreams already came true when they got Tyreek Hill and Dante Adams.
you know what I'm waiting for.
All right.
That's how you draft.
Here comes Raj.
You know what
Here
I'm
we go.
What are you waiting on, George?
well, we'll do it after the pick.
All right.
Coach, let's see how this audio does. I'm going to really try to just get the pick. Because I don't know about you, but I can't
I
stand
got it if you want
That's a
it.
shocker.
Here we go.
That guy looks a lot smaller than I would have expected.
The Detroit Lions select
Aiden Hutchinson.
Got
There you
it.
go.
Got it.
Good pick.
2 for
He
2.
looks like he would play the role of Al Pacino's bodyguard in a movie.
Hey.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm just gonna make comments about that.
That's solid analysis. Matt, you
I think
should
that's
really
that's
pick
our
him
niche there,
because we're
Justin.
on site.
There we go.
Like if
'Cause I don't watch college football like I should. That's the best I got.
All right. Is
we,
Stingley
we all have a niche.
Is
What I
he
was gonna say is
undersized?
See, that's what I said. Maybe Goodell is just a midget.
He kind of looks like McAfee.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
Campbell's gonna love him.
Look at Raj trying to be personable, giving him a big old bear hug. Just ugh. Can't stand him. And he's from Jamestown too, where I like graduated high school. Like
That's a big jersey. What is that? An XXL?
Go down. That's
Aiden Hutchinson.
all right, there we go. Yep. For the camera, everything for the camera, and of course they missed the shot.
when do we think? When's the first trade hit? We should have a pool for that.
I originally thought it was going to be the second pick. I thought, so it doesn't matter anymore because it wasn't. I could have swore New Orleans was. I think New Orleans is coming up. Maybe 5 because the
Who are they
Panthers.
going for
Giants.
then? If they're coming up, who are they going for?
I think it's Willis. I think you've heard less buzz about Willis because I think people want it to be quiet. I think people want him to simmer down so they can get him. I think they're throwing smoke on some of these other quarterbacks, but I think it's Willis. I think I think they're going to try to come up at 5. And if I'm the Giants, man, I'm completely comfortable with moving back. They did awesome last year with that trade with the Bears. You know, pick up more picks, and next year, if you didn't pick up the 5th-year option for Daniel Jones, get a first round next year, and then you have some fuel to move up and get a quarterback you do want.
Especially with the new regime there, I gotta believe they're going for as many picks as possible.
Yeah,
because they can't fully start over at least this year because of Daniel Jones and
Right.
Barkley and some of. So I think the draft is their best chance of starting over with their people that they're gonna have.
And I mean,
I agree
Daniel
with that.
Jones, man, that hit he got against the Cowboys last year on the goal. Like,
yeah, 'cause
I don't know if he's ever going to recover. Like that was vicious. No, I mean, did he come back after that?
He came back.
He did. I mean, it scares me when I see somebody get hit like that. You know, like a head injury. You know,
What do non-Giant fans think of his year last year with that whole team? I mean, you know, it's hard to be in it, right? And like, but if you're just an objective NFL fan with that year, what is not you, coach? You can't answer this question. So
Hell
don't
yeah, I
even
can answer
don't
it.
even be the first one to answer.
I'm
this.
objective.
But
I'll always be objective.
You know,
I thought the team was a dumpster fire, and I don't think you could really judge him. You know?
Yeah, he probably had more. Here we go.
Galladay
He's in for the Texans.
Oh, Galladay.
The Texans
Jesus.
are going to take a cornerback.
I mean, Tony was
Stingley?
good when he played.
Yeah, they want to trade him too.
So I thought he didn't have much with him to work with, you know.
No, I agree. I'm not sold on him either way yet.
Give him an offensive lineman and give him a wide receiver, and let's see.
The Texans need absolutely everything across the board, so it doesn't really matter. They can just take.
Best available.
Can the Texans just be nuked?
I thought they were.
You think
Yes,
should?
I agree. I agree, Jeff. Jeff with a acute observation. Hutchinson has some hot ass sisters.
Yeah.
George, what were you going to say before? What are you waiting for?
I wish Nate was here. I was going to ask him what he would be thinking about when the Packers draft a quarterback and a running back with their 2 first-round picks.
And I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he's going to comment.
Straight up from Malik Willis. Everybody would just sit there with their jaw on the fucking ground, like, oh man.
The one Texan fan at the draft they just showed.
Down to be one.
The problem with the first round is it's like not a whole lot of fantasy relevant. You're not going to, I mean, we may get 6 or 7 wide receivers, but we're not getting a running back. We're not getting any tight ends. Maybe 3 quarterbacks. Maybe.
Whoa.
Got it.
Wow,
1, 2, 3.
that's ahead of
Sauce. I'm up. I'm doing well. Next thing I need is Jermaine Johnson to go top 10.
what feed just announced that? That's way ahead of ESPN.
Yeah, I'm a little mad that ESPN's is so far behind. Like, what the hell?
Would you expect any less?
No, I mean,
ESPN sucks.
yeah.
So I got a Twitter alert about that pick like 3 or 4 minutes before it was even turned in.
Oh, they're showing the fans. They're choosing fans to come up. Let's see, like.
Let's see if Rich gets chosen for the Raiders.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
I mean, something.
Rich
tells
probably
me
has that relationship with the Raiders. That's like you can't go within. 100
Imagine being
yards.
drafted to the Texans. Like, all right, being drafted, it's got to be incredible. But imagine being drafted to the Texans.
At this point, they're even bleaker than the Lions.
Yeah.
Listen,
After playing for LSU too.
What?
To be fair, though, it's the NFL.
Oh, after playing for LSU.
In
Yeah.
2 years, the Texans could be an average team. As quick as teams can turn it around in the NFL, they could be an average team in a couple of years.
I just feel like nobody cares
Right
about.
now, nobody does.
You know what I mean? Like, at least with the Lions, they stink, but people care. Like with the
Expectation that they're gonna
Texans,
stink.
I don't think anybody really. I keep taking down that banner at the top. I don't know, just because it's blocking John's face a little bit. the logo.
Who wants to see my mug?
Oh,
Do you know how to take it down? I was trying to figure that out.
I did, but then it came
It's in
back up.
area, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought I took it down.
Well, when I looked up, it was the white backing one, and it was really blocking them. So I found the one that was the transparent one.
Oh, smart.
At least that was something.
Oh yeah, I do see it's blocking me.
Whatever. At least you could. You're like the brand, John.
Yeah,
You're carrying the brand right now.
gotta carry something.
What do we got the Jets doing here?
I don't know. This is where it's getting weird. I feel like they it's got to be an alignment if they're staying here, right? It's got to be Aquanu or Neal.
Yeah. Or a Debo move?
I don't know. I feel like pick 4 is too much.
Too much, yeah.
Unless they package it and move back and get Debo into pick from the Niners.
Do they have 2 first?
Yeah, they got pick 10.
Yeah,
they got pick 10 as well.
I even think 10's too much for Debo.
Yeah, I do too. I'd want more.
Especially since you got to pay him. You could get a rookie wide receiver much cheaper. And wide receivers are hitting like crazy.
I bet Garrett Wilson goes right now. I bet Garrett Wilson's the next guy off.
Knowing you're going to have to pay that man $135 million,
right?
When you could just take a rookie, give him with a 5-year contract,
right? And also know that he's not satisfied with a team. They just made it to the NFC Championship game, and he wants out. Like, how do you think he's going to handle being with the Jets?
It's not even that. He doesn't want to be used as a running back. Which, let's be honest, that's what made Debo a unicorn last year. That's the reason he's earning this big contract.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that though. That he doesn't.
That scenario's weird. That whole thing's weird. He comes out with that. So if he told the Niners that, why didn't they just say, "Fine, we'll only use you as a wide"?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I believe.
He just wants to get paid, I reckon.
Right.
I mean, from Debo's perspective, it makes sense because if he's getting 55, 60 rushes a year, like that's going to start to break down his body a lot quicker than if he was just, a wide receiver.
No, you're right. You're right.
I think Debo to the Dolphins because again,
nah,
why not?
We're not putting 70
Hill, Waddle, and Debo
or wide receiver group.
Josh is saying Drake London would be a great fit for the Jets more than the others. I could see that. I think it would be nice to have Elijah Moore and Drake London. They both do different things. I think that would work very well. And I think they went after Corey Davis. He was a disappointment. And I think London can do everything they wanted Corey Davis to do, and he can do it better. He's bigger. He's got a bigger catch radius. And Drake London's a hell of an athlete. If you go watch his basketball highlights from high school. Like that dude can move. Like he's big, on the NFL football field, but he's got excellent body control for a guy that big.
Yeah. I can see Jameson Williams being the first wide receiver out the board still anyways.
Are we sold on Zach Wilson?
I don't know. I like him, and I want to see another weapon, besides Elijah Moore there.
When they get back from commercial in 2 minutes, be ready because the pick was just made.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Gotta turn off.
Attaboy, ESPN. All that production money.
Who's joining
Lord.
the family? There's Sopranos.
They did air a new Jurassic World trailer in the middle there.
Who's going to that disappointment known as the New York Jets?
Here's a little bit of trivia for you. Like, I guess not trivia. It's a bit of information to get to know the behind the scenes of the guys at T to T. But Rich here was already very well prepared for the draft because when he travels, everything he owns is already either Raiders or black and silver. When he came to Canton, he had his shirts hung up and he was showing me his shirts. He had like 4 Raiders shirts and then 1 work shirt that was also black and then a personal shirt that was also black.
He looks like that dude on Yellowstone. I don't know if any of you guys watch that, but
I love Yellowstone.
He's still walking to get to the draft. Like he's always been walking since Arizona.
ESPN just showed the Jets draft room celebrating, but they haven't announced a pick yet. Like,
well, they said
what?
And the Jets know who they're taking. I can tell you who they're taking.
Who is it? Sauce?
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
It always amazes me the hokey crowd shots that
know.
ESPN shows. It's like, come on. Like,
I'll tell you what, that's diehard though. If you travel
hold on.
for the draft,
Yeah,
that's legit.
especially if you're not like a reporter or like, if you're just doing that is very legit.
Hey, what pick did the Raiders have in this year's draft before they traded it?
That'd be 20 years something, right?
I was just curious at this case if they didn't trade that pick, what would have happened first? Rich making it to the draft or the Raiders?
Here we go. ESPN.
I'll be right back.
Ahmad Gardner.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner, defensive back, Cincinnati.
Number 5, New York Giants.
Here we go. Speaking of the Giants, where's Joe?
Joe is actually at a draft party for the Giants.
Gotcha. We were talking about our post-draft episode where, we both probably commit suicide on air.
Raiders pick would have been number 22, just so you know.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, Rich wouldn't. The Raiders would have picked before Rich made it to the draft. That's for sure.
The Jets got themselves a lockdown corner.
What kind of sauce is he? I think I don't know, habanero, like a.
I go with weak sauce.
Yeah, as a Dolphins fan, that's what I would say as well. He's weak sauce.
I'll tell you what, that's one division. He's going to be tested immediately.
Oh,
Diggs, Hill, Waddle. Nobody on the Patriots.
Oh no, his last
Hill's
name's Gardner. Of course, it's a vegetable sauce.
Stephon Diggs is going to test him.
I think just in general, I think the passing.
I think things are going to start getting interesting here.
Think it's time for a trade?
Hope.
I don't think it's going to get interesting until pick 6.
Thank God it's not Dave Gettleman making the next pick. I'll tell you that. Even though
Well, the Giants, I mean, they have a pick of any offensive lineman they want. I mean, which doesn't get any better than that.
Showing this box with a lock.
So do we believe Cross is the number 1 OL on the board? I know it's been a little mixed. Yeah. They didn't, and think about this though with the Giants. They just messed that up. They just messed that up 2 years ago with Andrew Thomas.
Is anybody watching this on ABC? It might be on ESPN too. I guess I'm watching College Game Day with the draft. They had this box with a lock on it. Anybody see that? Looks like it's got a time. They kept showing it. Like they've been showing it for like an hour now, or so it seems like. And they kept showing it from a different camera angle from underneath. They made it look like it was this huge like treasure box type thing. They finally drop it down to see what's inside it. I think it's the Giants pick here for some reason or something. I don't have the volume up. They brought it all the way down and this dude catches it and it's a tiny little thing in his hand.
So I'm going to test something here. I'm going to test on my watch when they put the pick is in. I'm going to see how long it takes for them to announce it because I mean they wonder why this drags.
Oh, this dude is this dude is a magician that said that he had predicted the first picks. I think so far it really wouldn't have taken a magician necessarily. There's no real surprises so far. You know what I mean?
You're really invested in this box.
If my soundboard was working, I'd be like, "What's in the box?"
Show picks one.
Hey Justin, thanks for saying that the draft was on ABC. I didn't realize that. I
Pick
didn't
is in.
be able to watch it.
Say again.
So,
The
thanks
pick
for
is
letting me know
in.
the draft was on
Oh,
ABC.
sorry.
I didn't think I'd get to watch it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't have cable, so I don't get ESPN, the NFL Network, or anything like that.
I do feel like these picks are going quick.
Wait.
So the Giants, I guess they didn't make a trade.
Was that
Yeah,
Sauce
so-
running? That was like just running? Was that Sauce?
They were showing he went the wrong way after he got announced.
Ha! That's a Jets pick for you.
Right off the bat. Pick
New
is
York.
in New York Jets. What do we got? What do we got?
My gimbal died, boys, so I had to readjust.
Man, Rich is still walking.
I don't want to go anywhere between
Rich, Rich, what are you doing, man?
Rich is lost.
No, I'm
looking for-
here. I'm here.
Oh, you're there?
I'm
Let's see
walking
it.
up walking up towards the draft area right now. As soon as I get to a certain point, I'll here. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me know if you guys see anything.
We see.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah,
Getting jelly.
Matt's so jelly. But Matt, you're already there, bud.
Yeah, true.
I think you guys will like this pick when they finally announce it.
You already know it, Justin?
Yeah, the Sleeper app posted like way before anything else.
Yeah, I had to turn off my notifications because I was getting alerts of who was being picked before they were announced.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I
I
think
mean,
there's somebody there that's posting as it goes.
Yeah, I mean like 4 or 5 minutes before they were announced, I was getting alerts.
Don't let it fool you, though. If you look on the stage right now, it looks like they drafted Doogie Howser, but that's not him.
Justin, post the pick in the private chat. And
He's a
then
Make-A-Wish kid.
anyone who wants to see it can see
They
it.
feel like they address that offensive line pretty much every year, and
Oh.
yet it continues to struggle.
I'll give you a hint. I don't know how to spell.
Oh, I want to make a joke right now,
Oh,
but I
it's funny.
can't. Oh my god.
It's Icky Aquana.
Giants selected at number 5 in this year's draft.
Who the hell is that?
Oh,
Can
very
I say what I
interesting.
want to say?
For the New York Giants,
He's a Make-A-Wish kid, that guy.
I'm joined by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish
My
kid.
apologies.
Heart transplant.
Oh, he's a Make-A-Wish kid. I called it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it.
He had a
Heart
heart transplant.
transplant. That dude needs to calm down.
Now he's fired up to be alive, man. Good for him.
Sam is post-heart
I
transplant.
watched the video of him
And feeling stronger than
finding
ever,
out that
as
he
you
was
can
making
see.
this pick, man. I almost cried.
Yeah, those stories they do.
That's a good pick.
Uh-huh.
It's just typical ESPN bunk.
That's a good pick.
What do you mean it's typical ESPN bunk?
Did he not have a heart transplant?
No, he did. I mean,
Well-
we should be happy for this guy.
Right, then it's not. Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Hey,
I agree on
Thibodeau.
ESPN.
I only screwed up 3
Thibodeau, and
letters
I
in
love
his
the
name.
suits.
I'm kind of proud of myself. I was pretty close on that name. You could have read it and at least knew what I was saying.
Oh, I read it. That's why I said, ooh, I'm surprised.
Wow,
Hey,
they
what-
went Thibodeau. Holy shit!
Like
Wow.
projected the fall to like the 27th pick.
That's
Some
like a
of that-
Giants type player, though. That is a like everything that I've read about him. That's a
Gettleman would have never
Giants.
taken him.
I just thought maybe with what's going on with Tony, they'd be nervous to take Thibodeau. Like big personalities.
Yeah, they seem to not have any tolerance for Tony at all because this
Yeah.
is a new regime that's already doing this.
Yeah.
With Tony.
But I mean, Thibodeau was the number one consensus guy for a long time, so you got him at 5, and you also know one of the offensive linemen off the board, so you're going to get whatever one you want in the next pick, like next time.
That's yeah. That's probably what liberated them to feel like they could do this here.
Hey, when Rich comes back online, let's show him Derek Carr's haircut. I have it pulled up. So
Man,
I
look
say
at
if
him excited.
I
He's
say if
pumped.
he finishes like below a certain like part, he has to like shave his head like Derek Carr as punishment.
That dude is jacked.
Man, this kid's having the time of his life.
Yeah,
Good
he
for
is.
him.
Didn't he? Good on him.
Oh, come on, Joe. Joe, come on.
Joe is not happy. Oh,
Joe.
but wait, he's winking. He's winking. I think he's into it. Wrong Joe. We got both of our Joes are Giants fans, so it gets confusing.
I'm still deciding how I feel.
I mean, he's a dude. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, I think we're past the day in sports where you're going to have a favorite team of 53 personalities that you're in
Right.
love with.
Oh,
And also now with college, with players being able to be paid, you're going to see a lot more guys concerned about their brand.
It's a very good
at a
point.
younger age, you know.
Absolutely.
Honestly, that's something that the Cowboys we struggle with. Guys come to Dallas, and right away, because of the opportunity to develop a brand there, they get so obsessed with that. So they'll have a year of production, and then they'll hear from everybody, "Oh, come advertise for this, that, and the other thing." And this happened with Jalen Smith. They get so focused on their brand, they just take away from being on the field.
Oh, here we go.
It kind of makes me happy that other teams are now going to have to deal with that stuff.
Okay. I'm nervous.
Quarterback going here?
No,
I think so.
I don't think they take a quarterback.
What?
Yep. I don't think
Yeah,
they do.
actually, you know what? You're right, because we talked about this last night on the draft stream. Rule is on a hot seat, like hotter than a gentleman with hemorrhoids. Like it's just like I don't know. I don't think it's gonna.
For me, this draft does not start until pick 8. Falcons, and then followed by Seattle, then followed by the Jets, and then Washington. I think that's where the draft actually starts for me, where we'll start seeing outside of offensive linemen and defensive linemen.
This has not had the sizzle that I thought it was going to have.
It's a bad quarterback class. Like,
I think though there's so many teams with the 2 picks. Just because some of them didn't trade the first one doesn't mean that the second ones aren't in play.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
Hey,
Oh, it's Birdman. What's up, Nate? And
Hey,
Nate.
got a full house tonight.
hey, Nate, I got a question for you.
It's gonna be really. Actually, it's gonna be really loud now.
Picks in.
Hey, Nate, I got a question for you. How are you going to feel when the Green Bay Packers select a running back and a quarterback with their 2 first-round picks?
Like that. How he looks right now.
It's going to be
Hey, here we go.
He missed that. You're gonna have to ask him again.
Yeah, no. I'll wait till he gets everything settled down.
What?
Nate, how are you going to feel when the Green Bay Packers select a running back and a quarterback with their 2 first-round picks?
Well, we're gonna trade up and take Desmond Ritter, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Believe me, you can ask Abe. We're pretty well seasoned for these letdowns.
Yeah,
we get excited for a long time about this day, and then it's like, well, hey, it is what it is. I don't know if you guys all know Abe. He was on Dollars Deuce, me and Rich handful of times. So this,
how we doing, guys?
George.
What's up, babe?
Great, man.
He's not there.
Nice
This is
to meet you in
Justin,
person.
Sean, Johnny Trees, Mike, and
I love the name, by the way.
yeah, I like that. I said that. I said that to Justin or John the other day. I was like, Johnny Trees, and he's like, "Are you talking about Coach Stepp?" I said, "No." Oh,
But see, here's the thing: like trees, people will probably mistake me for marijuana or something like that. So,
hey, I'm a certified arborist. I can say that. It's okay.
You're a certified what now?
Arborist,
I don't even know what that is.
like a tree care.
Tree guy.
he sniffs trees.
I cut him down actually.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
got-
Yeah, hug him.
I like that. I like that basement.
Garage.
Garage. Dang.
Oh yeah.
Is
It's
that
awesome.
ceiling tile in that garage?
No, it's just
How are you?
I don't know what it is. It's not very good.
It's just like
I see
insulation
lines.
board.
It's
See
insulation board.
lines. So I'm an HVAC guy, so when I look right at the ceiling.
When did Bill Belichick join the chat?
Ha! That's good. George is full of them this evening.
I knew it. I told you they weren't going to take. Oh, I can't say anything.
Yeah, don't spoil it for us. Don't be that
No
guy.
spoilers. I don't know who's where.
Wait, that dog was hiding behind Joe all along.
I'm gonna have to hide my phone because it's ahead of the TV.
Yeah, I had to turn off the alerts on my phone because it would let me know 4 minutes before the pick was announced who was selected.
Any surprises?
Better hurry up and chew, because
Where's
I don't swear with
Where's Joe
mouthful
at?
of food.
He left, huh?
Oh, well. I didn't see who went.
Oh, please not Willis. Please not Willis. All right.
That would be.
I've like
awesome.
psyched myself up
Yeah,
for
right
Willis, and like I'm gonna be pissed if he's not.
I'm gonna put my phone over here so I don't see it.
Yeah. This pick is in. That's
Hey, if you guys know the pick, if you get it, put it in the private chat. And then anybody in here who wants
in
to
the
see
private-
it, can
I'll
see
put
it.
it in there.
Anyone who doesn't want to see it doesn't have to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. Thank you. Whoever
I-
put it in there.
I thought that he was going to fall way farther. I heard today that they said a bunch of teams had like a C- thing on his because of his shoulder, so I thought he'd just keep falling.
Who?
Hold
In
on.
the private chat.
Well, stop talking about him. You can't.
I don't know who
It can't be
it
a
is.
private
You
thing. Then
mentioned-
you start analyzing the player.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna be partially private about this.
Okay. Here a minute. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I heard the name.
From Booger.
Yep.
Booger.
It's all good. It was-
Man, nothing really shocking right now.
I'm swearing.
So now the Giants, they got to trade the next.
Ah, there's hope. There's hope.
Sixth pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu.
Man,
Dude, I like his suit.
it's like it reminds me of like those little mints, those like Christmas mints, the green and white ones.
Yeah.
So
Since we
everything
can't get like
the
a
COVID
ticker on the bottom.
Start judging these players by the suits they're wearing.
Dude, that should be part of the shtick, though.
You like that, John?
I'm sorry.
Johnny Cheese?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Dang.
We'll try to update it as we go, but
You're putting way too much work in.
well, I have absolutely no good analysis to give to anybody, so I may as well do something.
I hit 3 or 4 of my
See,
bets
Justin, we're
so
niche
far.
players, man. We bring the
By the
fun.
Can I say what I was going to say earlier now about this guy?
Yeah,
No.
say it. Go ahead. Now.
Has everybody seen the pick?
Yes, we've all
Yeah.
seen it.
No, I was listening to a podcast today, and they said that I guess he had like some shoulder issues, and they said that there was like half a dozen teams or more that had a C- health grade on him. So like they're not gonna. I thought he'd fall way farther than this because of
Really?
that. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I heard Kenyon Green's got a knee thing, so that's making me a little nervous. So I wouldn't be surprised if he falls out of the first round.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know anything about it, to be honest. But
That suit looks like he's a character from Coming to America.
Oh yeah.
which one? Coming to America or the actual
That's
one?
true. I don't know. I feel like there should be one of those women in the pool with a toothbrush, like clean.
Thibodeau is the 101 of the suit
Where's
game.
Rich, by
so
the
far.
way?
Rich is in the pool at Circa, probably.
He's made it. No, you missed it. He got an hour to walk to the venue from where he had to park.
Dude, I told him to go to Carnival Court the other night, and he's like, well, I was driving down the strip. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna park there.
No.
No way you're parking
They
it.
blocked everything off.
Yeah.
So is Neil like? Is Neil dropping to the Giants here like a no-brainer? But then the other thing too is if they're really gonna trade Kadarius Toney,
They're
I
not.
don't think they are.
I don't think so now.
and Galladay was so bad.
He was back in.
I
He's
think
back in
Garrett
training.
Wilson. Garrett Wilson is.
There's other
I
ones
think
in there.
would fit in that.
I
You
would
know.
pile in some Busch Light, but I was like, I don't
drink
care
those.
anything. I'm gonna have some.
There's exactly a 0% chance the Giants take a wide receiver here.
Yeah, I know. They're definitely. I'd say it's about a 99% chance that they go
Is that
offensive line.
because Galladay was so productive last year?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying And they said Slayton's on the block too. Not that I love Slayton, but now you're back down to Galladay and Shepard. Neither Shepard can't stay healthy. Galladay was dreadful. Galladay played better hurt. So who's the top OL on the board now?
Still,
Neil.
Oh,
Evan Neal.
Neil.
I don't know.
Evan
I
Neal.
wouldn't be surprised if Cross goes before
Neil
Neil.
or Cross.
Pick is in.
The local New York rumors, from what I saw, had Cross here, but
Someone put it in the private chat if you know it, please. Thank you.
No problem with us cooking.
Nate?
man.
I'm gonna go in the private chat and I'm just gonna start
I'm
listening.
too busy eating. Sorry. I don't care. I'm eating right now.
I think Neil.
I made these last time and they were really bad, and now they're good. I don't know why I did different. Wings in the air fryer. First time I made it was like there was no there was like no I guess like when you buy them.
Pick is in.
Nasty.
2 hours later.
I was like, it's gross. And then I made today. I made like 4 of them. And I was like,
Oh, this is a nice little banner at the bottom.
no, I don't
Yeah,
even
there we go.
like some oil in the bowl.
Hey,
That's
it's
really
How do you
nice.
update it? Because I can update it.
It's gonna
I
be
put them in the air fryer like I did before for 10 minutes, flipped them for 8 minutes, and then put them back in sauce, and put them back in for 3 minutes. And I had them. I was like, oh, I don't know how these got something better. I don't know what I did different.
What's an under, guys? Like what is it? The T2T main show?
oh wow,
told you. I told you they were gonna take him.
I like it.
Evan Neal
All right, there it is.
That's a good pick.
wearing a normal suit. Thank you. Thank you.
Why are you hating on these guys for going bananas? This is their day. Listen,
Right,
John.
it's their day, man. But
This has become the Johnny Trees hate network for the last 45 minutes. You need to
I would
start
have
love.
an
man.
awesome suit.
I went off on Bills fans, and like,
Like maybe one of those Mountain Dew suits.
This is their day. This is their day.
call the Make-A-Wish kid a Jerry's kid.
With my,
That's what I signed my NIL with.
Like what else does this team need to have now to at least be respectable?
Oh,
The Giants?
Another
Yeah.
wide receiver.
All right,
I think
Joe, where are
I think
you?
Tony's a great two.
Well-
They need a one.
I think
Yeah.
Tony's awesome.
Well, they thought they had a one with Galladay.
Tony's a guy where if you have a one who's going to take bracket coverage, so you have to put 2 defenders on him, and Tony's only got one guy in the middle of the field, and you can put him in space. I think that's where he'll be good, even if he has to be the one.
But what do you,
I
so
think
are
he's
you
better if he's
discounting those trade rumors like that's just smoke?
Yeah, I think it is now that he showed up to camp.
Yeah, there are pictures of him working out at the facility. I think he's in. You know,
So let me ask this: the Falcons are on the clock. They're taking Garrett Wilson, aren't they?
No. Dude, that
Man.
team,
I mean,
unless they want to go with they want to have 2 huge guys and put Drake London out there. London,
they
and
need
Dick.
everything.
they're
Literally
not drafting
everything.
2 receivers back-to-back years.
They need everything. They do. They need a lot.
I mean,
They
they
need
could
everything.
go Charles Cross
They could. I don't think they will.
or
I think
Jermaine
they're
Johnson, Florida State.
bad.
They need
Well-
defensive line help.
They have no wide receivers either now.
Kyle Pitts.
They take Garrett Wilson.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Kyle Pitts, he's a receiver.
He's a tight
Who's
end.
their starting quarterback as of today?
Fry's a
Okay, Frank.
Falcons fan. He wants them to trade the pick. He wants them to move back, acquire picks.
If the Falcons were smart, they would try to move back from this pick.
Well, considering
A lot of rumors thought the
considering they
Giants were
need
going to
22
move back too.
starters.
Can we make that? There's probably nowhere to find one.
What?
I was hoping you found like a big board to put up so you could like see who's left. You know what I mean? Like I don't think anybody has that. Like actually up. You know, that'd be sweet to be able to see that. But I don't think there is one. But
We'll do that next year. We'll like do a
like a website
like
with
a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that next year. We'll try to be a little bit more advanced than what we are now. Oh, Joe!
Let's go.
Joe, how do we feel, Joe? How do you feel?
Feeling good. I would have felt a smidgen better. I would have felt a smidgen better.
you go. You know,
I do on this one.
don't worry about it. Watch the game. I'd rather watch. I guess.
Hold on, hold
Man,
on.
so you
There we
said
go.
you would have felt a smidgen better if you had a Quano,
Yeah.
so you're happy with it.
Oh,
What do you think about Thibodeau, man?
You know what? When he was there, you know, it's funny because I'm with a few other friends. And originally I was like, oh, Quanu. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's get Thibodeau, and we'll get a tackle at 7 if we see
Man,
it at 7.
how
I
that's
was psyched.
what an ideal situation to be up
Yeah.
at 5 with
Yeah.
all 3 linemen available. So you knew you could take the guy you wanted at 5, and then
Yeah.
one of those 3 linemen will follow you at 7. That's
Yeah.
ideal.
I mean, I wanted Ekwonu though the most, but it's not like, believe me, I'm not complaining about Neal.
If you took Ekwonu at 5, you wouldn't have got Thibodeau at
I agree, and I wanted Thibodeau more because it's been so long since we've had a real, potential stud pass, edge rusher. So I'm really, really happy with the draft. Joe, what do you think? How are you, man, fellow Giants fan? All right, I'm down with it too.
They didn't fuck it up, I
Yeah.
don't think. So
Everyone here at the bar in my town, they were all clapping whoever the Giants fans were. We seem to be pretty damn happy. So
I was gonna say, Joe, it looks like you're at a Sizzler.
no, it's not. It's but Sizzler's pretty good. I do like Sizzler. Sizzler. My wife and I used to go there when there was one close to us. That was good surf and turf, man. Good deal. And good salad bar too. But no, good night. It's been a good night. It's funny because my friends and I, we're digging on our nachos and our drinks, and we look up and we see.
Oh, there it is.
We saw like something about a trade between the Giants and the Bears, and we're like, oh yeah, we thought another trade went down, and we realized they were showing that the Giants got this pick because of the trade they made with the Bears last year. Then at first we're like, oh yeah, they traded back. But I'm really psyched, man. Really, really psyched.
I just almost interrupted you because ESPN just threw a trade on the screen with Atlanta, but it was the Matt Ryan trade.
Oh,
I said, oh, there it is. We got our first trade.
Because my friend who's a Giants fan who's with me too, he was like, we were both excited. We were like high-fiving each other. Like, oh yeah, another trade. We wanted another trade. And but whatever, I can't complain. Like I said, we strengthened the lines, really psyched about it. And so John, coach, congratulations on the bet. Travon Walker going number 1.
And then also I took Willis at 2nd earlier, and that was wrong. But then this morning I took Hutchinson at 2nd. So I hit 1, 2, and then I took Stingley at 3. So I hit the first 3 picks. I had them.
It's in the private chat.
Drake London for the Falcons.
There it is.
They did go. They went receiver like 2nd year in a row. Jeez.
But big too, so they're going to have 2 huge athletic freak of natures on the outside.
Nothing against London. I thought they would have taken a quarterback at this spot.
Are you talking about Ridley? Is the other one? Who are you referring to?
Pitts.
Oh, Pitts, right.
I'm a tight end, but still.
I mean, he's a big freak of nature.
Well,
no, he is. Yeah,
I've been wrong about 2 things. I thought a quarterback, probably Malik Willis, but at least one quarterback would go top 5. And I thought 2 would go in the top 10, and I've been wrong.
Drake London's stud. Now I got my final bet of the night is I had Jermaine Johnson going top 10, so it has to happen here.
He can go Jets.
It's got to happen here at 9.
He can go, man, Seattle, like perfect opportunity to take a quarterback of their choice.
Don't you, Joe? We talked about this last night.
Let me ask a quick question for the guys who are
suit right there.
I like
that.
Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was just going to say, for the guys who are really into college, let me ask a quick question. The draft with quarterbacks lately it's just been absolute insanity. They go at the top every year. Right. Some work out, some don't. Yeah. We have major busts. We have the opposite. And so this year, I mean, we're at, because to Joe's point, he said he thought 2 would go in the top 10. Like when you're talking about these pro days and these combines, if you're watching quarterback tape from this year versus the last 5 years, are we seeing that big of a gap? Like, are these guys from this year looking that much worse than what we've seen get picked the last 5 or 6 years?
It's not just them being compared to what we've had. It's what's coming next. The guys that are in college right now that are coming down the pipe are
next
year's time prospects.
Yeah, next year's class. Yeah, I agree, Coach.
But then you also got Quinn Ewers, you got Arch Manning. Like there's also kids coming out of high school that are like blue chip. Like,
if I was a team that was a bad team and needed a quarterback, I would not reach for one, and I probably wouldn't draft one in this draft class. I would wait for next year. Like I would be perfectly fine getting the best available player for my team and sucking this year, so next year I can get a huge upgrade at the position versus what's available in this draft.
I hear you, but there's only so many teams. There's only, regardless of how good the quarterback class is next year, assuming the really good ones come out like we anticipate, there's only so many of them to go around. And the way I see it is like, I'm not saying they should take a quarterback, but a team like Atlanta, Seattle that do need quarterbacks, you're not trading up extra capital to get these guys. What is wrong with a Malik, or even say like a Kenny Pickett, who's more NFL ready than Malik Willis or a Matt Corral? Like, it's a one pick, it's a first round pick. It's high, but it's one pick.
But
that's
the question you have to ask yourself is, with Atlanta, for example, they took Drake London, right?
Yep.
They're going to be a bad team this year. So why settle for a subpar quarterback when next year you're going to be drafting earlier? Yeah. Most likely you're going to be drafting in the top 5.
Yeah.
So get yourself a head and shoulders better quarterback next year, and just go through the motions this year with Marcus Mariota at the helm.
Yeah.
So Josh Rosen.
Right. I forgot about Mariota.
Josh Rosen, his combine and pro day blew away any of these quarterbacks that in his film. Yeah, that's what blew away any of the quarterbacks that are in this class.
Yeah. Him in big school. I mean, people love Josh Rosen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
big time. And you know what? And that was legitimate. It was fair. Like, he did look like, he looked the part coming out of college. Like, it wasn't like, it just doesn't work out sometimes.
And a lot of these guys this year, I mean, Corral, Ritter, like, they were guys that were talked about, but they really weren't talked about till this season. Like Malik Willis.
Yes. Yep.
These other guys, they're usually 2 or 3 year starters where what you're getting their last year in college. A lot of
like
these
a Sam Howell
just jumped on the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Howell was the guy who was talked about.
I know.
And everyone was high on him, and his film this year dropped. His stock dropped.
No weapons for the poor guy, But listen,
Camp?
Here's the thing, too, about this class is that I really don't think there's that big in this. I'm sure this is what a lot of teams are thinking about, that there's really not like a lot of difference, like space between like your top quarterback and your 5th or 6th quarterback prospect.
Matt, are you all right?
There's really not that big of a difference in terms of talent.
Yeah, he's all right.
Just chilling, spaced out.
Right now.
Okay, we need to change that wallpaper, bro. You're not at the draft. You're at the beach, clearly.
All right, guys. I have to get back to my drink. I'll catch you later. If I get home a little early, I'm definitely hopping on the show.
Hey, Joe. Hey, man.
Joe, we'll talk on Monday.
Absolutely crushed it, man.
Hey, Joe, congratulations on your draft, and enjoy Sizzler.
Get a drink on me, man. You earned it.
We'll do, man. Yeah, it's finally here. Draftness, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And a new cycle begins in a few days.
It does, exactly. New stuff to talk about, new content, baby.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Take care, guys.
Are we going to do the schedule release spectacular?
We might have to, man.
I say we do it.
A quick thank you to that commercial break, the sponsor, the New York Giants. And now back to the draft.
Is that an actual Toilets
to Titles
banner that Johnny Trees has? Is that a banner?
That's just it's a graphic we can't get rid of.
Oh, it looks like it's a banner on your wall.
No, I go all out here and
now it's gone. What did you click on?
Matt just tweeted the pick, and I can tell you this: it ain't Jermaine Johnson. So this is my first L of the evening.
John, it's gone now. How did you do that with the logo?
It's logo. You just turn off logo.
Campy, the genius. We needed him here to hold my hand.
Campy fixes everything.
That's got to be considered a good pick, right? He fell, kind of.
Double
it. Campy, you've got to think that we're a bunch of idiots. No comment.
Sorry. I'm now trying to figure out what that pick is that you guys are talking about because I can't find it anywhere. And then I'm like, I only jumped on because I wanted Joe to shut up because I'm just so upset with the. I like the Giants picks. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that I like the Giants picks. Like, it's just I feel so angry. But
it's not Giants pick. I mean,
hey, the side of the screen you're on right now is the angry side of the chat, for sure.
Just because they make snarky comments, and I already warned you I was going to do that. You can't call it the angry side. It's snarky.
We clustered you, Campy. It's the snarky side. So the Seahawks are on the clock here. I can't believe there hasn't been a trade yet.
I think a quarterback goes here.
Matt already posted what it is in the private chat.
I'm not looking at the private chat.
It's not a quarterback.
Son of a.
Well, then I'm wrong.
Yeah, I disagree.
It's amazing to me that they invest in that position now.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like,
know.
what?
They went line.
Oh, here we go. The booing of the Raj.
Half those guys cheering for Charles Cross have no idea who he is.
Good night, baby.
Good night.
Love you. Have a good night. See you in the morning.
I love you too, Sheps.
I planned that. That was wholesome content that I planned.
I was gonna say it, but like, I chose not to because I'm already being painted in a box here.
Now she's coming back.
Am I getting paid for that?
Oh, she goes, am I?
You get daddy's cut, honey.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
I get the draft money.
She said, I get the draft money.
Ooh, there
Let me
you
know,
go.
let me know when draft money starts coming. And then What's that? You got to go to bed. I'm going to get in trouble.
Why?
No, you're fine. Uncle Justin gives you permission.
Yeah. I like the cards in the background of that room where they put that hat on. I don't know if anybody saw it.
I didn't see that.
Where I wonder what Rich is up to. I hope he didn't get swallowed up by that crowd.
I think he's chasing Sauce Gardner right now.
Telling you, they probably have an APV out on them.
So if the Jets are making this pick, where are they going here?
Jets got to go wide receiver. I think. I think it's Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I think they take a wide receiver here too.
You know,
Man, we might get Willis. See, I'm getting my hopes up.
Well, the Jets ain't taking a quarterback. That position's safe here.
yeah. I think the only team you really have to worry about is the Saints. I think the Saints want him.
But even if they take Willis, we get Pickett, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy either way. Give me Ritter. I'm not necessarily as much in love with Ritter as I am Pickett and Willis, but like give me.
So you
give
just
me
want
those.
Trubisky for a year or two?
Did you just say you want Ritter there, Johnny Trees? Is that what I heard you say, my guy? That what you've been talking about?
I mean, yeah.
Hey, they're gonna sit for a year anyways. Mitch is starting this year, so it doesn't matter. That's what you want though. That guy to sit a year, so you'll be fine.
Well, according to some like hot take Yenzer down in the Berg on Twitter, I saw he compared Trubisky to Josh Allen just with poorer circumstances.
Weed must be legal in Pittsburgh now because
weed. That's like meth or something. I don't know what the hell
Well,
that's on. I
like-
tell you what, I know friends that smoke weed and they don't say dumb shit like that.
Well, I
Here's a
as the
Go ahead.
residential Trubisky truther on this panel, Josh Allen never made it to the AFC Championship game without Mitch Trubisky on his team.
Oh,
those are short,
George,
Coach. Jesus
dude,
Christ.
I know.
What the hell was that?
Say that.
What the hell was
Can we
that?
rewind that? Campy, timestamp that.
That isn't better than that's awesome.
23-20.
Those are facts.
That coach wears short shorts.
What just happened?
So the Bills are going to miss the playoffs, then you're saying? Because Mitch is
Come on,
gone?
Justin. You saw that. You had to have seen that.
And all I know is Mitch Trubisky would not have let the Kansas City Chiefs come back in the last 13 seconds of the game.
Trubisky went from hardly in the NFL
Who's
to
on the
now
field that wasn't happening.
not only is he a starter, now he's a mentor.
No. My nephew, who's like 11's like, Josh Allen touched Mitch Trubisky. I'm like, oh, God.
In all
fans.
seriousness, though,
Bills
I would
fans.
say, like Mitch Trubisky, he's not a terrible quarterback. He's not great. He's not good, but he's not terrible. I think the situation was just terrible coaching in Chicago. I mean, he as a fantasy asset, like he did decent for you when he was in Chicago. It's just their coaching staff was just garbage. I think him going to a stable organization like the Steelers and last year getting to play behind Josh Allen with the Bills, I think that was actually good for him.
That's gonna get.
No, I agree. But
tie it back fantasy wise, Pittsburgh could be one of the most irrelevant fantasy teams this coming year, or they could go, Trubisky could average his 20 to 25 a game and get D Johnson his 100 catches, and it could go either way.
Johnson last year had 164 targets. If he goes out this
you
year,
hate on this suit, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm not gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
Derek Wilson.
Yep.
Or Garrett Wilson.
Bro. Hey, Johnny, I forgot to tell you, I actually don't think it's going to be Ritter or Willis in Pittsburgh. Probably going to be Sammy Howell because that North Carolina connection. Old couple Tar Heels. Old bitch Trubisky and Sammy Howell getting after it.
I just want a better quarterback than what we had last year.
You have one.
I mean, I love Ben Roethlisberger. Like, here's the thing. I watched him week 1 in Buffalo try to run on a 3rd down, and I stood up and yelled, "What the F are you doing? Stop running." It's almost like it's almost like I want to put out the pasture then. Just, like, let it go. I mean, like, it was not a good time.
So what pick are we up to?
11.
Hey,
11.
Who's making fun of these shorts?
And no quarterback here.
It speaks for itself, Coach.
Man, these are hot.
I mean, the dog has a hot take on it. Look at him.
Listen, the dog gets it. When you got legs like this. Oh, it was Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Good.
Poor Garrett Wilson. He gets to see Xavier Howard and Tre'Davious White 4 times a year.
I don't dig the suit. Oh, yep. Let's show the guy. Yep. Nice mullet there, clown. It's like, where does ESPN find these people? Like, seriously.
Matt's on top of it. Matt, you're lounging, bud. I gotta move my computer and plug this bad boy in.
Gotta rest the back.
Man, I had COVID this week, and my back, like, holy hell!
You all right now?
All of a sudden,
Is that
what's that?
The Saints are on the clock. Is that a trade? No.
Ooh, I knew it! I knew the Saints were moving up.
There goes Willis. The Saints have been dying to get a running quarterback. That's what they were doing with Jameis.
Man, I knew they were doing it. I wasn't sure what pick they were gonna get, but I knew they were coming up.
George, Abe thinks it's going to be Jameson Williams because they're going to stink next year anyways.
Man, the Saints are bizarre because, I mean, when they moved up for Davenport a few years ago, they were like, no one would have guessed they moved up for Davenport. So I could see them doing Jameson Williams. I could see that.
I said Jameson or Willis, either one.
I wonder if Dana's got Kamara a fight book Saturday night in Vegas.
They're going to take Malik Willis. Watch.
Well, I'm on board. I thought they were going to come up.
Curse me.
Michael Thomas is ready to go week 1.
Man, he was out all year for an ankle injury. I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Is that a Rent-A-Center commercial?
Are they paying us?
Man, I got a wicked headache. Man, I'm telling you, it wasn't that bad, COVID, until yesterday. Yesterday, it kicked my, it started in the middle of the night. I was absolutely freezing and couldn't sleep. My whole body hurt. Dude, I had the weirdest dreams ever. Like, not like flu dreams. Like, you ever have like flu dreams? Like when you're like, those are weird dreams too. Like, this was not like that. It was just the things I was thinking just didn't make sense. It was very bizarre.
Like the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl.
One of my greatest memories
That's well played.
of football, one of the reasons I named my son Emmett and fell in love with the Cowboys was when we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. That was like, that's probably the first game I truly remember watching. And I remember my mother made a cake. It was a football cake, and we didn't have any icing for the laces, so she used like sprinkles. I remember everything about that day. So thanks for bringing that up for me, John.
Hey, no problem. I also remember Neil O'Donnell giving up one to you. That's why you guys won.
Yeah.
Larry Brown.
I'm over the ticker at the bottom because every time I click on one wrong thing after I have worked really hard to get 5 names up there, it wipes out and clears away. So
I was working on a little art project to kind of keep things interesting, but I can't find a big enough E. Oh, God.
Here comes. I like that. Show that again.
Yes. So, funny story, bringing it back to the Disney podcast, which you should subscribe to, the Universe of Magic podcast that Coach and I host. I actually, for a not so scary Halloween party, I bought that specifically for my costume, where I was jailed for being a DVC member.
Huh.
Anyway, nice poor segue on my behalf. Sorry.
So the trade details on that trade between the Saints and the Commanders. The Saints get this pick. The Commanders get 16, 98, and 130.
Oh yes, because an animated courtyard by Marriott really wants me to stay there. What the hell? What
I think
is
it's
with Elon and their
120.
animations?
That's it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, cheers. We're doing a shot because there was a trade. Cheers.
We moved out in the first, and that's like a third, right? 98?
Yeah, 98's a third.
Why would they trade for Willis?
98's a
what
fourth.
quarterback teams from here to Pittsburgh, here to their pick? They're moving
Matt,
up
put it
for
in the
something
private
other
chat.
than Willis.
98's a fourth, isn't it? Because what are there? 32 teams. 32 times 3 is 98.
Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
so that's barely anything, I feel like.
Hey, Johnny Trees, this just in. You just said that in the wrong chat.
What?
You just said that in the wrong chat. You're supposed
Oh
to say
yeah. I see what you did.
that in the main chat.
What did I put in the main? I didn't put anything.
That's horrible for those of you watching that aren't in our T2T chat. But
Right.
that's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. I got admonished earlier today.
Everybody does. I do too. When I we draw the line.
As they should burn you at the stake.
I do it all the time.
All right. Oh, yep. Okay.
I mean, I kind of feel
You know
it.
what's that?
I don't see any other teams there either that really.
Matt, are you nibbling on your
The only thing that the Saints are doing here by
Whoa.
trade to get their guy,
Whoa.
they are stopping. What did they
Didn't
not?
see that coming.
Whoa.
What am I missing?
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
All right.
Don't spoil it. It's in the private chat. Won't spoil it.
Let's go.
What is Tony Gonzalez doing? Picking for the Saints. And Austin Eckler. This is bizarre.
Yeah, why
It's
Eckler?
Vegas. Everyone's on hallucinogens.
Yeah. So never mind. That defeats what I was trying to say about the Saints trading up to get this pick.
They still have a pick, right? So they have 2.
Yeah, they have 2 in the first round.
Yeah, so they barely gave up anything.
They had the 16th and they had the 19th.
Right. And they still kept that other pick. So they just
I want to know. Well, after this pick is announced, I want to see Nate's reaction. I want to hear what Nate has to say about this.
Don't tell me they traded up for Sky Moore.
No, it's the gift that Athenia gave a city to win them over from Poseidon. That's a Greek mythology teaser. This person's name.
A Greek mythology tweet? What?
Okay, enough of a plug, Gonzalez. Get to the damn pick.
Goddamn pick. Stop fucking. Come on.
Nate with the first F-bomb.
I'm sorry. My bad. It was a shot. Got me all jacked up.
Actually, coming to the chat though, we're gonna have center
Greek
beats.
mythology.
Why is
no one knows how Athens was named? Athens.
Athens or Athens?
I kind of remember Mr. Stone Rock talking about it in 11th grade, but seriously, dude.
Poseidon gave them the gift of water, but it was salt water, and Athenia gave them what?
Because they can't. Like Chimera's.
That was.
So I got a question, guys. I don't have the sound on here. Why was Eckler and Tony Gonzalez and some other random dudes talking up there for the Saints?
Hold on, I'll tell you. It was a 3-minute freaking infomercial for a Week 2 game. Like, come on. Like
on Amazon Prime.
Were they cutting a
on
promo?
Amazon
Like, what the hell's going on here?
Like,
come on, Raj.
And they had to do it. They had to do it right after the first trade was
so
announced.
they're
So
doing
couldn't
like a
have
20
just done
goddamn
commercial?
minute. Like
The Vikings traded their pick as well.
There you go, Nate.
This makes no sense.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. Unless, well, I don't know.
I don't even know exactly what happened yet. This ESPN coverage is a joke.
It's garbage.
It's
or as
so
my nephew
bad.
calls it,
That is
dog water.
confirmed, Joe. That is confirmed.
Who, another trade?
Dude, are you telling me there's a
Another
chance?
They confirmed Joe.
So Athena gave Athens the olive.
Get me out of this.
You get
Does
it
anybody
now.
watch Howard? I feel like I'm in the Benji vortex. For any Howard Stern fans out there,
That was the tie-in. I had to wrap it up because clearly no one here could figure that out.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with Marlon Mack?
What?
How does it affect Marlon Mack?
Exactly.
I'm so confused.
So is this wide receiver? Is that a real Saints pick or is he being moved?
It's a real pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Next
There
one's in
was
the
no trade. There was no
chat
trade.
too.
No, they traded up for him.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it was
ESPN
Washington's pick.
still has not reported
Matt,
that.
how
as
do you
far
know
as I
that?
can see.
I know.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
How did that happen?
It's madness.
Man, Matt is in the
That is
he's in
absolutely
the future, and if you're in the
Straight up for
private
Chris
chat,
Olave.
you'll be in the future too. Because what happens next is pretty interesting.
I mean, yeah. Man, this is hard. Like knowing the picks and not being able to talk about them.
Well, should we?
Well, why don't? I mean, we can.
It's another trade.
It's a trade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That comes next.
traded their pick.
It involves the Detroit Lions moving
Lions
up.
in Minnesota, yeah. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen what the trade was, but
So the Lions are moving up. If you're listening at home,
Minnesota's
and
moving
they're
back.
moving up for a wide receiver.
They had some. They
And
had some.
on St. Brown shares just went.
Yeah.
That's like saying Jalen Waddle's shares went like this when they brought in Tyreek Hill.
Did
that-
No, I don't agree with that.
That Olave pick
Waddle was
caused
considered
the Olave pick causes the
they bring
Lions.
Tyreek Hill. He's not a top 10 dynasty asset no more.
And we
Waddle's
know-
going to go for 10 and 60 and no touchdowns every week. But if you're in PPR, it's going to be all right, I think.
We know that there's a lot of wide receivers out there, and the Saints trade up to get their guy. Detroit trades up to get their guy. Like they're all trying to trade up now to get those top-notch wide receivers, but there's still so much depth. I don't get the need to have to trade up this much to get the wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Who's the depressed chick? Like, there's that one chick in the green dress looks really sad. Oh, Kenny Pickett. Oh, that's his girlfriend. Okay, I saw her at the Pitt Virginia game.
So the
Speaking of
Eagles
really depressed.
welcome back, George.
13 well. So we just had the last 3 picks were trades.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets bonkers, boys.
Commanders traded, Vikings traded. And
You know what? I'm actually. Let me see here. Oh. Again, it's like here's like probably some inside baseball thing. They heard these idiot fans in, like the ones dressed up with like blue hair with the Lions wigs. I don't mean to call them idiots, but overzealous like wahoos. Like they just like, okay, it's your turn now. Come be in the spotlight. And
have you guys seen the details on the Lions Vikings trade?
No, what is it?
The Vikings trade pick. I love this for the Vikings. The Vikings trade pick 12 and pick 46. And in return, they get pick 32, 34, and 66.
32 and 34?
32, 34, and 66.
I like that.
That's another quality move by the Detroit Lions. They do good. Good job.
Another trade.
Eagles traded up to pick 13.
Another one.
Philly, yeah.
Matt, do you know who it's for?
Not yet.
It's got to be a wide receiver. They have to.
Yes, you have to know. It's Friday where you are.
Are falling. They have to be like. All these wide receivers are going. I can't even think who's the next guy. So Wilson, Olave, Jameson, London. Who am I not thinking of? Who's five?
Burks, maybe. Burks.
John Watson, Sky Moore, Traylon Burks.
Well, Watson and
George
Sky, I think they're end of first, early second. But Burks
It's
is
cool.
probably.
Packers are going to get Jordan Davis at 22. I don't give a shit. We'll take a receiver in the second or third round. I don't care anymore.
So
Dude, the
Eagles
Lions
traded
just got
pick-
fleeced.
So the Texans trade pick 13, and in return for pick 13, they get pick 15, pick 124, 162, and 166.
Jeez. Wow.
Get your popcorn ready there, boys.
Matt, what is it, Matt? I need to know.
12 minutes later, the Lions pick was shown on ABC.
Yep.
Oh, he botched it.
Did everybody get the pick now? We good?
Yeah, Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Does he do, how's he do on like 2-yard like passes?
Well,
Pretty good?
I think the Lions probably have the first pick next year. So
Hey, guys,
he's going
look
to be
at-
playing with C.J. Stroud.
Look at him. He's still wearing his football pants.
First of all, Justin, that suit is awesome. I would wear that.
I'm going to start a stream next year for everybody
Suit
who
is
wants to
awesome.
talk
It's
about
just
suits.
that it's Pee Wee
You guys can
Herman's
go in the
suit.
suit chat.
Why is he-
Oh,
He
dude,
looks
we're
fine
gonna
to me.
do-
He doesn't
we're
look like
totally
he tore
gonna
his
do
ACL.
this next year.
It looks like his little brother switched in pants though. They're not long enough.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's still
They're like
wearing his
Capri.
football pants.
I bet you his
Yeah,
mom was
he
like,
doesn't need
"Yup,
that.
great, we'll get
We
you
sound
matching
like we're
outfits."
60 years old right now.
Look how good he's moving. He's fine.
Yeah, ACL my ass. Like,
And
he's
they're
good
out-
to go.
We sound like we're 60 years old.
Yeah.
We are.
Great suit. I love the suit. I'm just saying, like, I have
I
to
love the
critique
red.
him on something. I thought that was my job.
George, speak for yourself. That is your job, Justin. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go on. You're the suit critique.
Everybody else just keeps trying to chime in and take my job away from me, but that's all
But
right.
Nate, up.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Who did that?
That had to have been Cappy,
What do
wasn't
you
it?
think?
Someone's trying to get in the studio. I don't know who.
Man.
We got to get this man
Eric,
in.
Eric,
Eric.
what's happening?
Whoa!
What's up, Eric?
What's up,
Eric.
everybody?
How we
Hey,
doing?
what's going on?
Eric
I'm
sounds
all right.
like the secret menu of Toilets and Titles members.
I like to think I'm the watcher. You know, I read everything, but I can't interact.
Yeah. How we doing, man?
I'm all right. How about you guys?
Representing Goshen Little League. I like it.
Yeah, had a game tonight, so we were good.
Okay. How do you feel about those Giants picks? I know you're a Cowboys fan. Are we upset about them or what?
I'm upset. I feel like the Giants had a good draft. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Thibodeau is the top pass rusher, and Evan. I like Icky better than Evan, but Evan's still solid. Like, they actually did what they should have done. I was expecting them to, you do what they usually do and do something dumb. So I'm a little upset about it.
Yeah.
I
Right
seen
on.
somebody tweet that they're upset that the Giants have a competent front office now.
It's in, coach. In the private chat, coach.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, I could see that move with the move they made. Should we tell everybody what the Eagles did? Do we want to spoil it, or I mean, how about this? If you're in the chat, if you're watching at home, and you think we should be telling you, let us know, because then we will tell you. If you think we shouldn't be telling you, let us know. We won't tell you.
I think we should be selective about what we share. If it's like a nuclear thing, then we'll save it.
We're all about the people. What do the people want?
I wouldn't call this nuclear. I'd call it probably right about where this player should go. Not super exciting, but solid player. Excellent combine. Crushed it. Big fella. Really big fella. Eric has his mascot as a dog. His team's mascot. Eric, what kind of dog you got?
I got the bulldog. Yes. Oh, I get it. I connected it.
It was a reach.
That was not a reach.
Okay. Came back to silence.
Josh thinks it's going to be Burks or Pickens, and Josh, it is not Burks or Pickens.
It's got to be the line. So I'm streaming, and ESPN is like 8 hours behind. So it's got to be the linebacker, right?
So
It's
bad.
gotta
No,
be.
not the linebacker. It's not Nakobe Dean.
Oh.
It's in the private chat if you're curious. You can
That's
look.
been the theme of the day,
Yeah,
Eric.
you're clicking.
Is they're like 20 years behind. Like it's sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I got you, Josh. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think Burke. So Josh is commenting in the private chat. Well, I guess you're only listening to this if you're watching the private chat, so you see his comments. But he said the next wide receivers in line are Burks and Pickens, and I'm with you. But I could see somebody going ahead of Pickens that shouldn't, just because some teams are a little concerned about the injuries and the off-field stuff, just attitude and whatnot. But those two guys are definitely in the names of guys to go next. Matt, man, that can't be. That was the ether right there. Man, I hate these commercials. Baltimore, you know what? It completely makes sense because I think the players that the Eagles are picking right now is the player the Ravens wanted. So it makes so much sense that the Eagles moved up here to get him because he was not falling past Baltimore.
Oh, the Eagles just made a trade?
Oh, yeah.
Well, do we know what they traded?
Hold on, let's see if I can find it.
George has been the one who's been on top of that, but he is not in here right now.
No,
I
I'm
feel like-
here.
I
I'll
feel
tell
like
you.
he has to dip out every time he has to Google something. So I don't know. Maybe that's what
And the
he's doing.
Eagles traded up last year too, right, to get Devontae?
Yes.
Did
So
they?
the
Eagles
Eagles
made a bunch of moves last year.
So the actual trade was the Eagles traded pick 15, pick 124, 162, and 166. And the Texans traded pick 13.
What was the first one after? What was the earliest pick they gave him after the first rounders?
15, 124,
124.
and 166.
Feels like a good move for the Eagles.
Hey, so I got people messaging me, fans of the show. They want to know when we watch this, all of us are into NFL and fantasy football. If you watch this as a fantasy football analyst or if you watch this as an NFL fan, I'll speak for myself first. I watch this as an NFL fan. After the draft is over, then I scan, where the players went, what players the NFL was higher on than I was in my scouting. But first and foremost, the next 3 days, it's NFL, just my fandom. I wear my heart on my sleeve for the next 3 days. What about you guys?
I'm curious with the Giants, but for me, after that, I go right to fantasy because I'm not a big college guy. So I think about Atlanta taking a wide out and what that means fantasy wise. Nothing probably this year. And I go back to fantasy. So I feel like we have a good mix of that.
I'm the worst kind of possible analyst you could find. I'm 100% just a fan. I just happen to be lucky enough to be on a show. So it's all show. It's all NFL fandom for me.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
could've
go ahead.
described me.
What was that, George?
I said, Justin, I'm right there with him. He basically just described me.
Well,
You
we're
did
just-
not
here-
describe me.
We're just lucky to know.
I'm
each
here
other.
as an NFL fan, so like, and I love what Campy just did to Coach on the Twitter.
But see,
Man,
Joe actually has good takes though, so his response actually makes sense. Like he studies this stuff and he knows what he's talking about. I can't say that.
But everyone's messaging me and telling me we should give the picks. So I'm going to tell everybody this
Let's
next
do it.
pick is Jordan Davis, defensive lineman out of Georgia. Went to Philadelphia. What's that?
Don't say that.
It's Jordan Davis, yeah. And it makes sense because they
Is it
got
really?
rid of Cox and then they brought him back. Yeah, this is their, even though they're different, they're different players.
Give
Cox,
me that kid from Bishop Gorman to the Packers. He looks like he'd be good. That team's good. Bishop Gorman's a bunch of studs, so I'm in. That's fine. We got the G already. They really take Jordan Davis. That's going to ruin my.
Here we go. Another 20-minute interlude before the damn pick.
oh my gosh.
So going back, John knows this. I'm an extremely jaded Cowboys fan,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
to say the least. So I'm here for fantasy purposes. I have no faith in Jerry Jones.
Whoa! I love that guy.
I do too. I hate Steven though. Steven's a slap dick.
Steven's a needle dick. You got to get rid of him. Fire him.
I also like
They
Will
could
McCoy.
all go. Every single one of them. Get rid of them
God
all.
damn it.
Man, you know what though, Eric? I think they've built good teams. I think the players haven't produced, man.
Thank you. This is fucking cool.
So,
I don't know. Like if they built a good team, like
The,
I
the
don't know,
players,
they
the players
would
come
produce.
to Dallas. The players come to
That one
Dallas and they don't know how to
is-
focus on football.
That
They
one.
focus on everything else. They get distracted, and I think the players they haven't produced.
Ooh,
man.
that
We-
is a
you look
big
at some of the
dude.
rosters we've had some talented rosters.
Then I blame the coach, and and that falls on Jerry. Like we
Well-
pick the most cupcake,
Right.
awful coaches.
So that being said, the draft, you could be optimistic about. What happens after
Yeah.
the draft, we could be not optimistic about.
Okay.
Hey, Jerry's
I agree.
hands don't get tired writing checks. That's all I know.
That's true.
Dude, can we talk about this suit? He wins
It's all-
the night.
I like it.
He wins the night.
I can make
all this-
4 suits out of the fabric he's got on that one. For
Of
myself.
all the places we've ripped on all night long, you said this one wins. It looks
This one
like
doesn't win, dude.
it's reverse Switzerland.
Garrett
It's
Wilson
reverse
doesn't
Switzerland.
Man, Baltimore, Matt, that next pick,
Like the white with
White and gray.
Yeah.
dude, this next pick is a home run for Baltimore. Matt, is that who it is, or did Baltimore trade out?
Hey,
No, Baltimore picked it.
I stopped looking at my phone, so I went to Ingram.
So everybody knows watching at home, Kyle Hamilton's off the board at 14 to Baltimore.
Ooh.
Baltimore, how do they fall into players like this every
That guy
single year?
stinks.
Because they trade up.
Because that was his favorite player in the class. Look at these. You can't see these shorts now because I moved.
Man, this poor guy had to walk down that hallway forever. It looked like Rich trying to get to the draft.
You know what they should do? They should come up with WWE entrances for these kids.
That would be great.
Like,
The glass breaks for the number one
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
He's gonna break Roger.
So I don't know.
So cold.
I'm working
just
on,
street
I'm
like
working on
fraud
two
right
different
then.
computers at the moment, so I can't just magically move it across. I'm not that good. But 13 minutes ago, the NFL Twitter account posted a trade, and it said the Eagles are trading up to number 13, and then in brackets, buy Pizza Hut. Is there some joke there that I'm not getting?
No, maybe it's just a typo.
Like they've literally tagged Pizza Hut.
No idea.
So not to veer off of the draft, but the NBA playoff Phoenix New Orleans game, Chris Paul is 13 for 13 from the field with 3 minutes left in a 1-point game. He's about to break. He hits one or two more field goals straight. He's about to break some legit records.
Chris Paul.
I met
legit.
LeBron James once. He smelled nice.
And that update is brought to you by ESPN's horrible fucking draft coverage.
Yeah.
The fact that I even had time to think about that.
Tune in and watch the game somewhere else. You'll see if he actually broke the records.
So funny story. I actually met LeBron James once.
I'm sorry.
I had to. I went up with a friend of mine who had like press coverage to a Raptors Cavs game, and being 6'10", it was my natural position post game to just stand next to him and hold everyone's mic. And he looks over at me. He looks up at me. He's like, "What's up, big man?" I'm like, "What's up, big man?" And like my friend asked me what I thought of him. I'm like, "Well, he smelled nice." Like,
smelled nice.
Does he have his own cologne line?
I don't know. He's a douchebag.
Oh.
Yes, They should change my name to Johnny Trees, Captain Positivity.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys something. The Vikings, they traded pick 12 and pick 46 for 32, 34, and 66. Twitter is dragging the Vikings for that trade.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good deal for them.
I don't think
in this draft.
What was the trade again?
In a normal draft, mate.
So they dropped from what to what in that first round?
so. They dropped 20 picks in the first round. They go from 12 to 32.
So a lot of tiers there.
Yep.
Yeah.
They picked up the Lions. Gave them a number 34,
Which
And
is
then-
like the 113 of NFL draft.
and then the Lions moved up, or the Vikings rather moved up from 66 to 46.
Right. So they moved up about 20 in the later round and lost about 20 in the early round. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, they moved up 20 in the early round and moved back 20 in the later round, all while picking up an early second.
That makes no.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on what the plan is with it, but the only plus side is they move out of the first round altogether, so they don't have to worry about that guaranteed contract.
No, they oh shit. Marquise Brown traded to the Cardinals.
No.
Wow. Hollywood Brown?
Oh.
Arizona. Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
For what?
No, they still have a first round pick. They got the last pick in the first round.
So now they got Marquise Brown and Rondale Moore.
Yep.
I think Rondale Moore's a better player than Hollywood Brown.
There we
I don't
go.
think he is.
I think he is.
What did Arizona give up? I'm not seeing it.
I'll let you, as soon as I get an update on what they gave up, I'll let you know.
Hey, we've been saying on Joe's mock drafts that the Ravens need secondary help, so they just got it.
We've been saying for months that Daxton Hill's 10 times better than Kyle Hamilton, right? Or is that just
Well,
coaching?
that's what somebody's been saying.
I've been saying Bateman is better than Hollywood Brown, and he will be better than Hollywood Brown.
I'm on the
this
Daxton.
Hollywood Brown
I like
stinks,
Kyle
dude.
Hamilton, but I'm Daxton Hill. He's my one.
So according to this, it's Hollywood Brown plus a third for the 23rd pick.
Oh,
Not bad.
that's interesting. So I don't know if you guys talked about this yet. Who's the first quarterback and where is he going?
Johnny wants him to. Damn, Mathis, that next pick disappoints me. But Johnny wants him to go to Pittsburgh.
What happened?
I think Pittsburgh,
quarterback
yeah.
goes to New Orleans at pick number 19.
So Kenyon Green just went 15 to Houston.
If it means
I
I
am
get
so
one,
shocked.
I don't care.
I don't know where it was.
But like, are we all amazed that like it seems like the NFL is actually like doing the right thing for once? Like, I just thought, like, yeah, okay, these quarterbacks aren't great, but I thought someone's going to reach for one, but apparently not.
Oh, you
Like,
can probably-
are we getting competent general managers now or something? What's going on?
None of these quarterbacks are worth trading up for. If one falls,
Yeah, but you can say that every year.
they're not worth trading up for.
But who's the guy then? So if it's Pittsburgh, who they taking?
Well, I think New Orleans
Willis.
unless Pittsburgh trades in front of them.
I like it.
Because New Orleans still has another first-round pick.
Right.
So I just sent a reply to that tweet you posted earlier.
Yeah, the Ravens traded Marquise Brown and pick 100 to the Cardinals for pick 23.
Ooh.
Wow.
I like the Ravens side of that much better.
Yeah.
I don't like
Really?
Hollywood Brown, but then again, I don't
Now,
like the
imagine
Ravens.
if at 23 they get Treylon Burks.
Yeah.
Give me Treylon
Exactly.
Burks over
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown.
Now we got to wait and see if Green Bay leapfrogs
Yeah.
that pick.
I think Green Bay is at 22. So Green Bay is.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have 22.
It's gonna get saucy, boys.
Kenyon Green's off the board, so now it's going to come down to.
Well, it is the Packers, so they still might leapfrog the pick. It'll just be the wrong way.
I mean, after all,
Zion
they
Johnson or
need to
Tyler
appease,
Linderbaum for Dallas.
They need to appease Captain COVID or Captain Vaccination.
So yeah, so John, who do you want to the Cowboys? Who are you looking for?
I would love Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's. I don't think we'll do that because he's a center. I think Biotish is better than what we have, left guard. But I think if they want to go best player available, which is when the Cowboys do their best work is when they go best player available. They don't reach for need. They reached for need for Taco. That was a disaster.
Yep.
So I think they got to go Linderbaum. If they don't,
I agree.
I think Zion Johnson. But there's this kid from Tulsa who I heard a lot about all morning. I think it's Tyler Smith, and I don't know. I see him he's everywhere I see him ranked. He's top 50, but he's like a second round guy. But I heard some buzz about them taking him at 24 because he's a left tackle who they could slide in at left guard, until Tyron gets hurt. But I don't know. What do you want?
O-line. Give me anybody. I don't care.
Right.
And because I love Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith was phenomenal for a decade.
Yeah.
But it's almost over.
Yeah.
So we got to rebuild the line. I'm with you.
We get about 12 games from him a year, and then we have about 4 games where we're not sure, are we going to have him? Is he going to leave early?
Yeah, and he was great. I mean, he had a wonderful career.
Yeah.
He was a fantastic pick when they picked him 9th overall. What was that?
He was like DeMarcus Ware, but on the offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know, hey coach, can we get a shot in the war room in Dallas? Is Fat Mike smashing watermelons with Jerry tonight, or is that just?
Jerry probably has him in a room the war room, but it's nowhere near the actual guys that are making the decisions. He probably, hey Mike, go hang out over here.
What was the rationale?
We're here to play some football.
There you go. That's it. Abe does a good Mike McCarthy impression. We had to deal with him for a while.
We're gonna go out there. We're gonna play the best football we can.
Is it just because he's the guy who won't really step to Jerry that that's why he chose him? I'm just dumbfounded that he chose Mike McCarthy.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl. I think that had something to do with it.
Hell yeah!
You won one with Aaron Rodgers in
had
a
a pretty
decade.
good record in that stadium.
Man, how many coaches won a Super Bowl in the last 15 years? I think 5 or 6.
He didn't come close. Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not saying that's a great reason, but I think that had something to do with it.
Hey, Fat Mike had a good record in Dallas. No, I'm not trying to hurt you guys, but it's true.
And also, we all know that Sean Payton's going to be the coach next year.
Yes, sir.
So it don't matter.
Please,
Yep.
please. Thank God. Come on.
He's keeping the seat more.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome when Tom Brady owns the Dolphins. He fucking kicks Tua out the door. He's running the show.
Third
and Sean
F-ball.
Payton's the coach in Dallas. I'm sorry. I'm having fun.
Hey, here we go.
I'm gonna put it.
Whoa. Here we go.
Live on scene
I'll put a
reporter
quarter in the
back
jar.
with us from
He
Vegas.
finally found it.
Oh, there's
He
Rich.
finally found it.
No way, Matt. Washington. Jahan Dotson.
Hey, you guys hear me?
University.
Yeah.
Dotson.
Happy to hear you.
Treylon Burks.
What position is Dotson?
Wide receiver.
To go with McLaren?
Scary Terry.
anyways.
Dude,
Samuel
Carl
is the
gonna have
three.
a field day throwing left-handed to the other team still.
A healthy Samuel is their number 3. That's a formidable wide receiver group.
I think
Yeah, they don't have a
Detroit,
formidable
I think
quarterback.
Detroit and Washington
That's
both
beautiful.
just got their wide receivers for their next quarterback because we know they're both likely picking top 5 next year.
I feel like
We could very well see C.J. Stroud in Detroit and Bryce Young in Washington. Very well.
Washington finds a way to win a few more games than they probably even want to each year.
Well, their defense, they got
Yeah.
dudes on that defense, man.
Riverboat
And,
Ron, man, showing them to the promised land.
I think
Listen,
Rich is looking
right
for a
now,
car.
Washington's going to the playoffs this year.
Dude, where's my car?
Yeah, dude.
Where's my
Rich is
car,
looking
dude?
for his car. He can't find it. He can't remember where.
Rich, I'm so mad at you right now that where you are and I'm not there. God, I should be out there with you. Me and Abe both.
Yeah.
We're some Vegas,
You
Vegas
drafted
veterans,
Cleveland
dude.
next year?
Yeah, I brought it up the other day. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Someone gives
Hey, can you
Rich
guys
a
hear
seat.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Man, I'm telling you what, as soon as I walked in there, it was like media silence. Everything, my phone cut off and everything, but it was freaking beautiful there.
Because you walked in, they cut everything.
Say it again?
They cut everything off because you walked in and they were like, "Oh, we know who this guy is."
Yeah, the spotlight shined down on me.
The spotlight, Rich. That you were like the you're like, oh, Toilets and Titles is here.
Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to the 8 viewers we have right now. I think that's like quadruple the amount we had last
Hey,
year.
Rich, have you seen Derek Carr's hair?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, you're in for a treat. Hold on.
I think the question
Well,
is when
maybe
is
this is
Rich
the
going to
destiny
cut
of
his
our
hair
buffet.
like
Yeah.
David Carr?
There you go. There you go. Listen, I think that like if you like finish below a
Yes.
certain position, you should be subjected to having.
Damn, I
hair
thought
like
you guys
that.
had a selfie of me on there.
Rich, this is all you, buddy.
There you go.
Oh shit, Alex! I didn't know you were on here. I just saw it. It's good to
Where's
meet
Alex?
you face to face,
Oh,
buddy.
the Commander's pick is in.
Alex, my next article in the beginning
Where's
of next
Alex
season
ain't-
is
oh,
going to be
Alex ain't in
6,000
here.
words.
I don't see Alex.
Alex isn't in here.
Who is that?
Which one?
It's trying to get in.
Oh, it's Abe. I misread it. It's Abe. I'm on my phone, so it's really tiny.
Uh-huh.
And I've had a few drinks. So.
Because you're prepared. You're prepared to be disappointed. I got a final tomorrow morning. I got to leave for school at 5:30 in the morning. So
Oh,
Holy
God.
crap.
we move
Take
up.
a look. Huge one. The Titans are trading A.J. Brown
The Jets?
to the Eagles.
That doesn't
Are
surprise
you
me.
serious?
No.
You're making out
Whoa.
shirts.
That's a
Did I hear
lie.
that correctly?
George with the bombs.
A.J. Brown to the Eagles.
That
Are you
doesn't
dropping
surprise
all my shares, AJ
Yeah,
Brown?
He's
What?
right. It's
Jalen Hurts stinks, dude.
So Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show, I listened to that whole AJ Brown phone call conversation with Debo. Did you guys listen to
Yeah, I
that?
saw that. I heard that.
Yeah. So like they were talking over the phone, and Debo's mom was doing like a live because she does live videos for like some random stuff that has nothing to do with football or whatever. But in the background, you could hear Debo and AJ Brown talking about how the Titans weren't going to be willing to pay AJ Brown big money when it was time for the new contract, and so they were both talking about how they're ready to get out so that they can go to locations that are going to be willing to pay them.
Zion Johnson's off the board to the LA Chargers.
No, that's Commanders.
No. Commanders got Dotson.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because like I'm not even seeing Bleacher Report with this shit yet.
Wow. So,
Matt, it's Friday in Australia. Joe?
so here's the compensation. The Titans are trading A.J. Brown to the Eagles in exchange for Philadelphia's 18th overall pick and a third round.
That's it?
Wow. Well, first and a third.
Where were the Cowboys on this one?
Man, the Cowboys traded a first for Amari Cooper, who just came in and gave 1,000 yards a season, and we got crushed for it.
We're the 30 other teams that should have done the same goddamn thing. That's
Yeah,
what
really.
pissed me off. Like
When
It's
the
a
Cowboys
robbery.
traded a first for a wide receiver,
That's right.
we got crushed.
This is just insanity. Like this is bad.
Man, what a year for
Ron and
wideouts.
Deebo
That's
Samuel
insane.
can't stay healthy.
It ended up being pick 18 and pick 101 for A.J.
That's bonkers.
I'm not giving a first round.
Who's
pick to a wide
Tannehill gonna
receiver
throw
in
to now?
today's NFL.
But honestly,
these
bottom
kids
line
come out
is,
ready. They come out
Man,
ready.
Tannehill stinks too.
He's gonna throw it to Bobby Trees.
Yeah,
what did
Bobby
Cleveland
Trees
give up
and-
for Amari Cooper?
Bob Trees and Anthony Ferkser. And
Fifth
no, they got
rounder
a new
for
player. They
Cooper?
got Kendrick Westbrook or whatever his name is.
I still think Cleveland made out the best.
I'm a huge fan of Derrick
I
Henry.
thought I said 2 and somebody else said 1. Did I say 3? My bad.
Are we allowed to curse? Oh, all right.
Yeah,
No.
you,
Within discretion.
yeah, you technically are. We try to dial it as much as we can. But after you've already hit 2, we definitely can't be on the family friendly side anyway. So at this point,
All
it
right.
doesn't matter.
Well, Justin, I'm a
Campy's
teacher like
wondering-
you. I can flip it on and off whenever you
Yeah,
want.
exactly.
so.
Yeah.
Campy's
I-
wondering if the Titans are taking a quarterback, and I mean they jumped in front of New Orleans and Pittsburgh.
Well, that's
So-
Ooh, did they really?
I mean, yeah, they moved that pick for AJ Brown, and I mean,
Oh,
New Orleans
right.
and
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
yeah,
are
yeah.
the 2 teams that I think
They
we're going to go
could
quarterback.
go out and get Traylon Burks, and that would be Traylon Burks and whatever you get at 101 for AJ Brown.
Right. That also maybe Matt already knows.
Yeah, but if they get the quarterback, who's he throwing it to?
Eagles ain't taking a quarterback. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. The Titans.
Not Matt. What are we doing? Matt knows. He doesn't know.
This is my cat Lemieux, by the way.
Mew,
Lemieux. I named him after.
not LeFew.
No, Lemieux. Like Mario Lemieux.
Wow. Hey, here's another trade. Debo Samuel's been traded to the Indianapolis Colts.
Whoa! Justin!
No way.
And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Ew,
I was going
Jordan.
to say that's not.
I was literally about to put it on McAfee if that was real, because he would
No, I didn't
literally
believe it. I
he'd
didn't
blow
believe
a
it.
load right on the air.
Justin on that one. Justin's
Yeah.
been too quiet up there.
That's not a Chris Ballard move right there. There's no way. And he's not willing to spend money.
That
That's
wasn't
why we're
cool,
always
Jordan.
going to
And
be at the top.
McAfee's the type of cat that, like, you look at him cross-eyed, he like loses collective shit.
Hey, Eric, I'm starting to think we're going to be disappointed at 24 with Zion and Kenyon Green. I mean, I think it'll be a lineman, but I don't think it's going to be somebody we want. It might be Penning. Or it might be Smith.
AJ Brown, man, can he wreak havoc in that division?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, for how many games, though?
yeah. I mean,
8?
Bra-
8 a season? 10 a year?
So what's that? Brown, Smith, and Rieger is your third?
Rhaegar's out, right?
Okay, Jalen Rager stinks.
Rager.
And AJ Brown might have
Rager's
6
terrible.
next year because Jalen Hurts sucks. So
AJ Brown and Smith are both going to be. They're going to complement each other really, really well.
Hey, George,
There's
it's
no
coming
quarterback.
for you.
So who's the Titans' number 1 wide out right now?
Bobby Trees.
Right.
Nah, who's
Bobby
the kid
Trees.
with
Bobby
3
Trees.
names?
No,
Nick-
it's Bobby
Kenny
Trees.
Westbrook or whatever.
Emin Marset or something?
No, Akini Westbrook or whatever it is.
I feel like there's another something Marset.
Isn't he running back?
That's okay. No one good, but I mean,
Robert Wood for a 6th-round pick is looking good right now.
Amir Smith Marset.
No, close enough. That
No,
doesn't matter.
he's on the Vikings, Nate. So I was wrong.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Sorry. I was wrong.
hey, Coach, what do you think James Washington's going to do for you guys this year?
A hell of a lot more than AJ Brown in goddamn Philadelphia.
Punt returns.
I think he'll he'll probably have like maybe 4 weeks where he puts up big numbers and then he'll just play a contributor role, you know.
And then he'll just drop balls like he always did.
Well, I mean, he's got a quarterback
can't
now.
believe all
so-
this
Yeah.
shit going on.
Oh,
Who's available?
No, there's not a wide receiver left in the draft.
George Pickens.
makes me wonder what the Bills are going to pick too.
Brees Hall.
Burks is still available, isn't he? He hasn't been drafted yet.
Yeah, Burks is still available.
Is out there, yeah.
Sounds off to me that Hamilton's the first Notre Dame defensive or the highest Notre Dame defensive player taken since 1994 at 14.
It would have been
I'm
Manti
surprised.
Te'o if his girlfriend didn't die.
Catfish 'em, or whatever they call that.
Yeah, man, that whole situation.
That
That
was weird.
she dropped him about 3 rounds in the draft.
Yeah. He lasted in the NFL.
That
Is he
was
still in
real
the NFL?
weird.
He
That
was
was-
there
Diego,
for a
right?
while.
Saying
Yeah.
that's weird is an understatement. It was like
Yeah, that was
really weird. Like strange.
Are you smart enough to be a Division I linebacker, but dumb enough to get catfish like that?
Notre
Wow,
Dame.
hey.
Wasn't that what started? Wasn't that what started Catfish
The TV show.
on MTV?
Oh, you're good for him. I hate Notre Dame. I'm glad it happened to him.
All right. Titans went Treylon Burks.
Okay, so you trade AJ Brown, you get Treylon Burks, and let's see what you get at 101. It's not. Listen, I'd rather have AJ Brown, I think, but
From Ole Miss to Arkansas, staying in the SEC.
leaves them a ton of cap space too.
What the fuck are you gonna pick now?
Why
Guess
would
AJ
you not-
Brown's
why
always
would you
injured too,
not do
right?
that
So, yeah.
in Tennessee?
Everyone
Like,
like,
You're moving on injury risk too, right?
let's Tyler Smith there. I can see him taking him.
Would you say why would you not do that?
Yeah. Yep.
Why? Just because you know Brown doesn't want to be there anymore?
Well, just no, like
You just don't want to pay him.
you know how much
Just
money is
yeah.
going to cost, and look at how wide receivers produce coming out of college the last 4 or
Yeah.
5 years. Like they come in ready to play, and Brown's got like those minor muscle injuries with the hamstring, and like he's got nagging things. Bringing somebody young that's going to be cheap, especially if you're going to have to rebuild eventually. Derrick Henry's not getting any younger.
No,
Tannehill's
but
not getting any younger.
But that's the thing, though, too, because they're still like this year coming up. They're still a good team that just got worse.
I don't think they got much worse.
The number one team in the AFC.
They were.
That was last year. They're
Man,
not
I'm getting nervous.
this year.
Starting to sweat, John.
John, I mean, it's going to be Willis or Pickens or Pickett.
Yeah, I'm
They're
like,
both there.
I'm just.
I think, yeah.
It's,
wouldn't be
it's one of the
surprised
two
if-
I wanted, which is a lot better than what I thought was going to happen. I thought we'd
might
be
see a run
down
or
to
two
Ritter
for the
at that
next 3
point.
picks.
Man, but imagine if quarterback doesn't go with New Orleans or Pittsburgh, then where does quarterback go?
Yeah, then it's not till tomorrow.
Or maybe Tennessee after Buffalo, they pick again.
Has there been a quarterback pick? No. Have we ever
Okay,
seen one this far?
listen, these towels.
Tyler getting ready to trade up for one.
Like,
Yeah, right.
there's only one towel in the NFL.
I'm telling
you know
you
what
right
it is?
now, this draft is
Here.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Green Bay's going to be able to get any pick of any quarterback they want at 22,
We're taking Desmond Ritter, dude.
and then at 28, they'll be able to get Brees Hall.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Hell yeah.
Solid needs.
Hell
way,
yeah.
way to address the needs.
Hell yeah.
Ritter feels like the next guy.
So
Either
all those
New Orleans or Pittsburgh. I think Ritter's gone.
Burks. I wonder how many of them think I have no idea that AJ Brown was just traded.
Here's the thing. I haven't watched enough of Ritter. I want someone circa like Ben 2006, 2007, just scrambling, could run the ball, was hard to take down, and that's basically all I want. I mean, and I see in Willis a lot of Lamar Jackson, and the Baltimore game I went to a couple of years ago. He's fun to watch. I didn't really give 2 craps that they lost that game because Mason Rudolph got knocked the fuck out on that game.
I didn't say it.
That's my second time, I swore. And if you watch the highlight from that game, he took a wicked hit. And it was so bad.
I'm sorry, John, but it doesn't seem right to hear a Disney guy cursing. That seems wrong. The happiest place on earth, my ass.
Oh, dude, you should hear some of the comments I throw to my wife whenever we're
You drop
watching.
that bombs in your Disney, you get thrown out for that.
Not anymore.
No,
It's a new
not
day.
anymore.
It's a new
You
day.
don't really care.
Depends on
They
how
don't
much
care.
money you're willing to spend, man.
Bring the money. That's all they care about.
When you're
you
broke,
know?
that's when they'll kick you out.
Coach, hey, my dad called me today and said something about he was talking to some Disney person. I said, no. Hang the phone up. I got a guy. So we're going in November or January. So
I got you.
12 of us going, or 9 of us or something.
I got you.
Yeah.
The hell, I'm a travel agent too. I get nothing.
I've known him longer. Sorry there, Johnny Trees. I mean, yeah,
All
you
right.
guys can work together or something. I don't know how it works. Sorry. Coach is my guy. Got to go with him.
That's all right.
We've been talking about it for years.
Man, Nate, who's the wide receiver you want now? It might be Watson. Christian Watson or Sky Moore.
Well, I'd probably be some second rounder, so I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. We're going defense.
Man.
It's gonna be some no-name guy.
I like Sky Moore, man. He can play.
Well, I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed.
Michi.
I can't
think
say
it's
what I
Pickett.
want to happen because it won't, so I'll just wait, and you'll know if what I want to happen happened or not, because I'll be really excited. But
Well,
it won't happen because the Patriots are going to take who I want.
Devin Lloyd?
No.
I think the
Patriots are gonna
Saints
go
are taking
cornerback.
Pickett.
Booth
I have a feeling.
or McDuffie? Matt, is it? Do you know yet?
Don't tell us.
Tell us, Matt.
Hold on, let me switch to private.
I'll put it in the private chat when it comes up. Nothing yet.
David Bell.
It's gotta
You're either going to hear a
David Bell.
swear word or you're going to hear my cat like fly. So
I vote for the cat to fly.
Yeah.
Not
always.
he's like,
Always
listen,
Listen,
he's like 15 pounds.
Act, dude.
no
I-
animal
I-
cruelty on this show.
I wish I was rolling that stuff.
Yeah, we don't want Pete on
Matt's
He's really hard to throw. He's
John's
really
already
heavy.
busted on a guy who was a Make-A-Wish. Now he's throwing animals.
Drew,
Come
really,
on. The
today, they're
The
worried that
Eagles
they
are giving
won't
AJ Brown a
hold us
4-year,
outside.
$100 million extension with $57 million guaranteed.
Rich, if it's
George,
that
can you
way.
say that again?
We're
1
talking
second.
about that all morning.
Yeah. Eagles are giving AJ Brown a 4-year, $100 million extension with $57 million guaranteed.
It's 25 a year. Dang.
Picks in.
How big is this guaranteed like money going to go? When's the next CBA?
Offensive lineman.
Like,
Well, the
He's
Saints
never
went
cut.
Trevor Penning, so you got your guy, Johnny Trees.
yes!
We'll see. We'll
They're
see.
going to
Not
take him
there
yet.
yet.
They won't even
Not there
take him.
yet.
What's
Not
that,
there yet.
Matt?
They might not even go quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Now watch, they won't go quarterback, and I will go off. I have the mute button ready, just so you guys know.
You don't need a quarterback.
Do the Steelers go Dax Hill?
Got Mitchell T.
Put him next to Minka?
They got Bitch Trubisky, Turd Bisky, Trash Bisky, whatever you want to call him.
Ritter to Pittsburgh. Here it comes.
Free picks ski.
3 Pitsky.
Guy's never thrown a pick in the playoffs.
Was that Abe?
Yeah.
That's a good stat.
I'm a big Mitch fan.
Yeah, we watched a lot of Mitch Trubisky, you know?
We're around a lot of Bears fans.
Yeah.
Never threw a pick in the playoffs. I like that.
Nate, you also have never thrown a pick in the playoffs, have you?
I have not.
No.
Abe had neither.
None of us have.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're
close.
just as good as Mitch Trubisky.
Whoa.
I said that earlier when he said it. I was talking about it because I was pumped about it. I was hoping we get David Bell in the second round, maybe. Well, the way it's going now, he's going to get picked right now.
Johnny's losing his mind over here.
There we go. I even selected the perfect terrible towel. I have I have 12 of them. I have to be selective.
I wiped my butt with that dumb thing.
It's already got crap on it.
Oh!
I have it is an occasional wing wiper. It all comes out in the wash. That's what I say. There we go. That's better. All right.
Matt, you know who Pittsburgh's going with?
He's nasty.
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 Not yet.
How about that?
We're close to him, probably.
Saints rebuilding that offense.
You and hung out with him.
They got
I will tell you, if I can make Canton work, we will be eating good, boys. I guarantee you I will bring the largest brisket I can find.
Old Penning going from the Unidome to the He's dumb. You guys probably never seen that place because nobody watches that football out where you guys are. Northern Iowa's got this sweet dome they play in. Because I guess Western they played there.
Well, they used to be the same conference.
Because we used to be in the same conference back in the day. But you know who's coming at 22 to the Packers? Bailey Zappi. That's who's going to be the Hilltopper.
It's going to be some no name.
So I'm reading a tweet, and this is just sums up this draft. We're at pick 19. Hollywood Brown and AJ Brown have been traded. 3 teams trade and select wide receivers: 11 Olave, 12 Williams, 18 Burks. 2 other wide receivers have also been taken: 8 London, 16 Dodson, and the Green Bay Packers have still not acquired a wide receiver.
We don't need one.
It's fine.
Hey, Eric, are you still there? Eric, are you you're kind of like the main resident writer here. Are you doing a write-up on this draft after the draft? Because they just dice things up. You got a lot ahead of you if you are.
I probably should.
All these
I haven't done anything since December.
Pickett's girlfriend looks really sad right now.
I know you're more of an in-season guy.
But he does.
Oh, he does?
That's me.
I think he thought Wilson would be gone.
Hey, to be fair about the Packers and the wide receivers, when your quarterback is as insanely accurate as Aaron Rodgers is, I don't think they need the level of wide receiver every other team does.
I would be fine up there, except I can't create separation, and I'm also very slow off the line.
Pick is in.
Yeah,
Matt, do you know?
Desmond Ritter, baby. Here he comes.
The
Matt,
Packers,
why are you-
Packers
what
can
happened?
lose early in the playoffs with or without Devontae Adams.
Exactly. At least we were in them. Didn't get beat by the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, Justin.
No, I had that one coming. I deserved the back shot.
I can't say nothing. The Jaguars.
I'm good with that.
Dolphins as well.
I am good with that. I'm really happy with
What did we
that.
miss?
He's mobile. He checks all the boxes for me. He's accurate.
Kenny Pickett went to Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Let's go.
I don't like it. I'm not drafting him.
Oh, baby hands.
Yes, baby hands. Exactly.
That's a heck of a quarterback room.
Especially
Mason, Mitchie.
Are they bringing Duck back?
Kenny. No, Duck got cut.
They bring him back now.
Yeah, now he's retired.
Oh, did he?
You know what? If I could swear, if I had another swear in the jar, I'd say F Duck because
you know, hey, they had to bring old TJ Yates out of retirement. He's another Tar Heel.
If Campy's watching at home, please superimpose Nabe's faces on Wallace and Gromit from the Muppets. Please.
That'd be cool. That's not the Muppets. I don't think Wallace
Stanley
and Gromit-
Waldorf.
Wait, it's not Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit's on the
Stanley
Muppets.
Waldorf. Come on,
What
you
about
Disney
Dickie
Alfred.
I didn't say
Wallace
that.
and Gromit's the English guy, the
I'm
guy and his dog.
That's how
Stanley
I
Waldorf.
wasn't.
I still got COVID brain. All right, so forgive me.
Bert and Ernie?
Bert and Ernie. No, Stanley and Waldorf. I apologize.
There you go.
I knew I saw them. I just couldn't think of the names.
Well, I think they might go him 22.
Yeah, we're up soon, Eric.
No, I think they go.
Justin, you've inspired me. I'm going to write about the draft. I was originally like you. I've been my students finally found the website. So they're like, "Oh, you write for this." So I was going to tell them my next article was going to be a brag piece about all the things I got right about last season, but I think I'm going to do what you said instead.
I like it. If Campy's still out there, I think Lloyd and Harry would be a better
blue and red and white thing. Oh, you saw it. Just cut away from it.
What do you think, Nate?
Hey, Justin.
I said I think if Campy's still watching, I think Lloyd and Harry would be a better comparison.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Harry, I took care of it.
There you go.
You know what Campy did, the coach?
I thought the Rockies would be a lot rockier than this. That John Denver's full of shit.
This was brilliance by the Eagles. The Eagles turned Carson Wentz into an extra first-round pick. And then they turned that extra first-round pick into A.J. Brown. A couple of the pieces involved, but not bad trade-off.
Still missed the playoffs. That'd be cool.
They still chose Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson.
Yep. Yeah. Take cat, Eagles.
Yeah.
So here's
Straight
the
for
thing.
us.
Here's the thing. Here's where I stand with Pickett. Pickett, coming from the ACC, he's a little bit more proven than Willis. I mean, proven. It might be like
Everybody can run the
better.
same play every time.
Dogs don't agree with this analysis.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, and you were singing. It was all Willis for the first 19 picks.
I just wanted a quarterback. All right. I was worried that the way that
Well,
like
look at
mock
Franco
drafts
Harris.
played out, like, wait, will his girlfriend have a smile on her face? I want to see this.
Well, I tell you what,
Franco Harris doesn't look like he knows what city he's in right now. As much as I respect him.
Franco Harris looks like he's been hanging out with Ricky Williams in the parking.
Yeah, it does.
it's legal in Vegas, man. All the vitamins you want.
Even when it wasn't legal, it was legal.
Didn't matter. You can do whatever you want in Vegas, except DFS. Well, you can now. Back before you couldn't play DFS there. You do anything
Oh,
else.
against
That's
the
amazing.
Raiders too.
Escorts, sure.
Way to
DFS,
rub it in,
no.
Raj. Raj
Speaking
is,
of
like,
betting, wait,
freaking
hang
out.
on. Speaking of betting, New York people, how infuriating is it that you can bet on sports, but you can't bet on the draft?
I could because I have a website I use.
Shh.
Oh, you're
You
a
got
black market guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So I've been listening to the podcast. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna place all my draft bets. I go on to DraftKings or whatever app I have got, and I'm looking. I'm like, I spent an hour on DraftKings trying to find where to bet on the draft. So finally, I just Googled it. I'm like, what am I missing? They're like, no, you're in New York. You can't bet on the draft.
That's very
It's
bizarre.
bullshit.
Yes.
It's so
It doesn't make
stupid.
sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Dude, the way what you can gamble on,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
on is so it's just wild. Everywhere.
So
it's
I can
all
bet
fake.
on a sporting event, but not an event next to a sporting event.
Yeah.
Oh, his girlfriend's really
Associated
happy.
with the sporting event.
Can you guys bet on ping pong in New York? We can sometimes here in Illinois.
Wait,
Now you
what?
can, yeah.
What is it?
Ping pong, table, little ball, back and forth,
Ping pong?
whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
That wasn't
I'm
even
excited for
close.
this.
Tomato.
I won quite a bit of money playing ping pong before.
He's a hell of a paddle guy.
Yeah,
Who said that?
But at least you
Dude.
called it ping pong and not ping pong.
I said it.
I call it ping pong. He
Who
plays
was
ping
I?
pong.
I don't play it.
Nate.
I don't play it, but I bet on it, and I won quite a bit of money off of it.
Oh,
He's
I see.
emotional as hell, and I love it.
That
that-
makes me feel like I
that
need
is
to look
like-
up a 1-800
that is
number
awesome.
for you, Abe.
Where'd you think I learned how to like gambling so much from?
Yeah, I want to.
Dude, I can tell you
We need to start a
Bro-
support group for you guys.
real
no,
quick.
we're
I
fine.
can tell you when gambling came live in New York and they were just handing out free money like candy. I turned like $300 bet into like $1,300 by the end of the playoffs.
Yeah, I did that too, and then I lost it like
Yeah.
47,000 times over.
Yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah, we need to get Calvin Ridley in your guys' group too.
That's fine. He can be a Packer.
Listen,
Set him
I
up.
stopped betting on the actual games and just betting on props, like individual player props,
Mhm.
and
that's what I do.
absolutely crush it.
I don't
Yes,
really care about fantasy
I'm right there.
football.
Ooh,
Like,
fake
I
side,
wanna-
fake side.
I wanna
Yes.
Props
Let's
are good,
go.
and live betting is where
Oh.
it's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am excited.
No, I bet on the
Right.
Super Bowl. It's
Matt.
like, do you think Cooper Kupp will score a touchdown in the Super Bowl? It's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Johnny Trees,
Yes,
hey,
I do.
I
Packer
rode
will
Odell
bet
Beckham
anything
throughout
that
the whole
start a game
playoffs.
next year.
Yeah.
The first game was like over 45 yards.
You know
Second
what?
game, over 50
Yeah.
yards. Third over 55.
Even
and then
the,
even
the Super Bowl was. Do you think he'll go over 45 yards in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl? I was like, yes, I
Uh-huh.
do.
And he did it before he got hurt.
I
Two
got it.
passes. That's all it
Yeah.
took. Was two.
Yeah.
Kansas City moved up.
So,
I still,
hey,
I
there's been
still think
another trade.
OBJ's a bad man. I still think like if he goes to Green Bay, if he's healthy.
Ooh, the
and
Chiefs are on the
he's-
clock. They traded.
Yeah, yeah.
Belichick traded
was-
back.
Tell us this, Matt.
What do they need?
Oh, Kansas City's jumping Green Bay for Christian Watson or Sky Moore
They can have
So,
it.
or George
Nate.
Pickens.
George, you got it. You got the details, George.
I don't care.
I'm pulling
Here's
them
my
up.
here's my
It's
prediction.
happened to
The
trade back.
Patriots trade pick 21. The Chiefs trade pick 29, 94, and 121.
Can we just
So wait a
call
minute, the
this draft
Patriots
trade of
moved up?
No.
No,
No,
the Patriots
but-
dropped to
Oh,
29.
no.
Right. No better.
And that was just shortly after this comment.
Huh.
Josh, actually going to make this pick. No, the Patriots trade back. They never trade up. They know better.
Right? Yeah, that's yeah.
They traded pick 21 for pick.
Got it.
94 and
have you
121.
guys have you seen this one? So ready? So the Patriots trade back all the time, but it's not like
all the
a
time.
contest. So Belichick, in his time as GM, has so not including this most recent one, has made 83 draft day trades. The next closest team is the Eagles at 64.
Wow.
20 during the draft. Nobody else is even within 20 of him. That's
And Kyle Pickett's still crying.
Kyle.
Kenny Pickett, damn it. Don't you forget it. Listen, here's what I think is going to happen. A la like what happened with Ben Roethlisberger. Trubisky's going to get hurt by like the 5th or 6th game, and he's just going to come in and ball.
Kenny didn't get to pick his hand size.
I'm not.
No, that's not a homer pick at all.
The Pickett pick feels like makeup for 30 years later.
Ooh, McDuffie out of Washington.
Dan Marino.
Kansas City went for a corner, not a wide receiver.
That's a corner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They moved up for that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
We're not taking another guy from Washington. The last one we got, that guy stinks.
God.
Turns his head around like a goddamn freight train.
I'm
Made
gonna
it
need
laugh.
a freaking tranquilizer to put me down tonight. I'm so freaking excited about this.
Man, Green Bay, you're going to be on the clock. Then Baltimore, then Dallas.
Who is it, Nate?
AJ Brown gets $100 million deal from Philly.
Yep, 4 years, 57 million guaranteed.
We know his hands
I
aren't
think
making
he
score.
moved back.
He's got knee problems anyways, doesn't he?
knew no one that we fucking ever even heard of.
Hey, so far through this part of the draft, who's had the best? What team do you guys think have had the best night so far?
The Giants.
I agree. I'm so mad about it, but I think it's the Giants. The Jets are right there.
Sorry, what?
I don't know.
I think it was the Eagles.
The Eagles have done pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Recap their night.
They got the tackle from Georgia, Jordan Davis,
right,
and AJ Brown.
Coach, look at our chat. I sent you a
That's pretty
picture.
good.
I've been trying to find about old Fat Mike. Dave had it for me because I couldn't find it anymore.
Speaking of Mike, what the hell happened to our Mike?
He's busy.
He made like a 90-second cameo.
My dad's neighbor calls that doing paperwork.
Oh.
That's disturbing, Nate. That picture.
You know, we used to have one that said we'll get him in the 5th quarter with that same picture. Yeah, Abe will find it, but yeah, we would say we'll get him in the 5th quarter with that same picture. That was the best one.
That's great.
I'm just gonna share something, guys, real quick. The this kind of encapsulates how I feel. Encapsulate. God, I can't talk this late at night. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna use my words. Anyway, I'm just gonna share this here because, like, if it lets me share it, shoot, it's not gonna let me share it. I just wanted to show like how like happy I am right now, and I found the perfect picture. But oh well, I'll find a way to share it. Piss off, technology. Piss off.
Nate, grab me a beer while you're over there, Nate.
What's that?
Grab me a beer while you're over there.
What kind you want?
I'm sure you got all kinds.
Dude, I haven't made these.
Grab him a White Claw.
Yeah. It tastes like shit, but
If Green Bay drives the quarterback here, that's going to be hilarious. Nate, like how many beer bottles?
What about
do you
Willis?
snatch If they grab a quarterback right now.
What about Willis? That's like the most like non-Green Bay thing ever.
That's fine. I don't even give a shit. I don't even care. I'm ready for. I'm ready for the heartbreak. You know, Def Leppard song. You know.
We'll trade Jordan Love for a 7th rounder.
It does not sound like you don't even care.
I mean, I care, but like I'm not. I like my hopes are high, but they won't be crushed that much when we make a street pick.
There's a lot of realism here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that dumb. It may look like it.
We know that we're going to get a guy that right here that we probably could get in the 5th round.
Yeah.
But
We got
that's
our guy, though.
Yeah, we go after
Hell
what we
yeah.
want. So
We got our guy. He's our guy.
So now that it's picked up a little bit, do you feel like what do we got? 3 trades? 4 trades?
Like
No, there's been like 5 trades.
Five trades now. Ended up
Night.
being a decent second half of the round.
I want to like mute the whole thing so I don't have to hear them when they hear who it is and we don't know yet. I just want to be in Vegas. That's all I want to do.
look at that place.
If I was there right now, I wouldn't even be paying attention. I'd be at a craps table rolling dice, drunker than hell. That's all that would matter.
He says, "I want to be in Vegas for the draft," and then I wouldn't be at the draft.
I wouldn't be outside. Maybe I'd be at the same craps table, just rolling dice.
You roll dice.
Oh, they pick? Oh, cool.
Oh,
Thanks. All right,
sweet.
see you later. Be at Carnival Court flipping bottles. That's where I told Rich to go. They do. It's a like all flair outside, like flipping
Dixon.
bottles around and shit. Badass.
Hicks in. Don't look at the private chat, Nate.
I'm not. We don't have it on the private chat.
I think you're going to be happy, though.
Don't say anything.
I think you're not going to be happy.
Oh.
Hey, I found a picture of Nate and Abe.
I think you might be really happy or not happy.
That guy's drinking Packer beer. They have Packer branded beer there.
Oh, they got Packer brand everything.
Does it taste like piss and disappointment?
Not every year.
Anyway,
just most years.
I found a picture of Nate and Abe.
Jesus.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
Here we go.
Definitely can't do.
Greatest Simpsons episode ever.
Cheers, I guess.
Yeah, cheers, cool. Yeah, whatever. He's won the quarterback.
Quay Walker.
I love it.
That's how I wanted, but whatever.
I was okay with him at 28.
So
Yeah.
we got another trade. The Bills have traded up to pick 23.
Ooh.
The Bills move up to 23. The Ravens.
Man,
What-
I just,
What do the Bills want?
The Bills are moving up to get that running back that everybody's
Brees
saying.
Hall.
Yeah, the running backs are flying off the board. We got to move up and get them.
Why would they jump Dallas?
I'm at quarterbacks.
I hope it's not
So the Bills
Linderbaum.
trade pick 5,
Jermaine
the
Johnson?
Just look at it. From,
Oh, true. Could
Sorry, the
All right.
Ravens moved up.
Ah,
All right, Bills Mafia. Let's see how many tables you're going to
It was
jump
the
through tonight.
Moved up. The Ravens trade.
maybe
The
Sleepy-
Ravens trade pick 23 and 130. The Bills trade pick
That's like
25.
I don't like it at 22.
Man,
I
I
want
want
mock drafts. I had him.
so now the Bills move down 2, get their running back, and get a couple extra picks.
Or someone
Why,
like that at
why would they
22.
jump Dallas to get a running
Well,
back?
that's what I'm.
Yeah, I
Dallas
don't know.
ain't taking a running back.
No, they didn't
No.
jump. They moved down.
They
The Bills
ahead
moved
of
down, he
Dallas.
said.
No, the Bills
No,
moved
the
up.
Bills.
No, the Bills moved up.
Like I said though, like we're not going to take them.
Oh, I thought you said the
Hold on,
Bills
I'm
went
gonna see if
from
I can
the
switch
start.
to Buffalo Radio here real fast.
Even 28. I don't know. I mean,
No, the
I
Bills moved up. The Bills pick 23
And
and
they go
30.
after.
And the Bills give up.
Watson all them
They'll go after Christian.
Who
Watson.
is the oh, did Dallas just move trade as well?
He's still there.
He's still there too.
That's what
Yeah.
it's going to be.
What?
Yeah,
The
I'm
NFL
not-
Network has some weird. All right, never mind.
Goes after though.
That's who Buffalo's going to be.
Forget that. Who's the Bills center?
I wanted fucking Jackson Hill so bad right
I
there.
know. Can you imagine if we got?
Oh, shut the hell up, Sal Capaccio. Ugh. Beat reporter for the Bills. I have to listen to an ad before I turn into the radio.
Matt. Who are the Bills taking, Matt? Hopefully
Where's
it's not
Dirty
Linderbaum.
Jobs? Bills fan.
I hope it's Brees Hall. It won't be. It'll be good for fantasy, right? If it's Brees Hall.
But why would they? They wouldn't need
Yeah,
to
it won't-
jump
it won't
Dallas
be.
for Brees Hall.
It won't be. The fantasy gods can't be
Right.
that nice to us, right?
They wouldn't need to get ahead of Dallas. Tampa might take Brees Hall.
Buffalo still have Singletary and Moss on the roster?
Yeah.
Breed is gone.
And Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson, yeah. Yep. Good call.
Mick Morse and Ryan Bates are the centers for Buffalo.
You're like our statistician tonight.
Hopefully one of them is good.
Reporting the
because
trades.
I don't want them to take Linderbaum. I don't think Dallas
They
will
could
take
really-
either, but he'll be a hell of a pick. Dude's going to be an all-pro center.
They might go offensive lineman here. They could really use a guard.
Maybe Tyler Smith.
They should draft a punter. Just because it's the Bills and they'll think it's the next greatest thing ever. Oh my God, we're going to
Eric
the
said
Super Bowl.
Jermaine Johnson's still available. He's foul. I mean, Dallas could take Jermaine Johnson if Buffalo doesn't.
Wouldn't mind it.
I mean, they need an edge defender, you know.
Yep.
Dante Fowler ain't it. Or whatever. Who's the kid we got from Atlanta? Is it Fowler?
Yeah, Fowler.
They're
Yep.
thinking Buffalo Radio is thinking that they're going to take Johnson.
From
That makes sense. For
Tulsa?
them.
Big 10.
Oh, Elam. Kyer
What was-
Elam.
What position?
University of Florida, corner.
Wow.
That's needed.
Yeah, that makes sense
They
for them.
proved that 13 seconds.
We're going that route.
All right, we're up, Eric.
If it's not the center, I hope we trade back. That's my
Agreed.
hope.
Agreed. Or, I mean, I would take Jermaine Johnson. I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
I'd be okay
Agreed.
with Jermaine Johnson or Linderbaum.
Yep.
You guys are taking the Iowa Brown eye. No doubt.
I hope so, man. If Linderbaum's a dude.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't talked about him, so I don't know if they were just avoiding him because they didn't want somebody to jump up and take him, or if they just aren't
Someone's
interested.
watching YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder if that's some gamesmanship anymore.
Jerry
Like-
is definitely zigging when they think we're zagging. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's slapping Steven in the mouth, telling him he's a dipshit. No
Oh,
talk.
Did you hear what he said the other day about Taco?
No.
He goes,
Yeah, I heard
"You
that.
did pick Taco and I picked Parsons."
Yeah, he put it all on Steven.
Loftus is available.
Get his
still.
ass. Tell Andrew to take a vacation afternoon and come back on the show.
Evan
He's not doing
Lloyd,
anything at work.
and there are a few stud defensive players available.
It's happy hour down there now. It's Friday afternoon. He's probably getting that boomerang order I told him about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
you
believe
didn't
you
know
get
about
all
boomerangs
the
before you mentioned it.
Man,
The
I
Ravens
Put
will go
another
up fourth.
shrimp on the barbie.
When their team is up.
Ravens moved back 2 spots, only gave up a fourth. That's not much.
Cowboys need to trade this pick.
Actually, I can correlate Campy something with you walking your dogs. I mean, the Cowboys usually like pick shit, but
It's true. Wish I could argue with you. Although I
Was
I
asking
still like the
Steelers or
Parsons
anything?
pick. Parsons is one of my favorites.
I mean, maybe they'll like give the naming rights from AT&T to like Botox Stadium for in honor of Jerry Jones.
That's solid. Need some aloe for that one.
So I know who the Bills take. That's what I get for scrolling through Twitter.
Kyer Elam.
Yep.
Yeah, Matt broke that 20 minutes ago. Matt should work for Twitter.
George, what do you think?
What is it? Can I just go be a Bills fan for like a weekend and go jump through some tables and shit? Like that seems
Dude,
like something I'd like.
I will listen. I will gladly like. We'll like.
No. They're not taking you. You're a Steelers fan. They know. They
Hold
can
on, my
smell. it.
internet's
No, I
wanna
I
know
live
if
like
he's
45
back
minutes
with the
from the stadium. I'm like, I will gladly like they play the Steelers this year in Buffalo, so like
Yeah.
I will gladly.
Oh, I'll get my Sammy Watkins jersey on. It's a Bills jersey. Play for the Packers.
Oh, I
Stinks.
forgot about Sammy White. We don't need a wide receiver.
Yeah, we're good now, dude. That guy's awesome.
Look at these two.
Wait, you guys.
That guy's,
We're good.
That guy's dog shit. Oh,
Dude,
so
they are
we-
for sure the two guys from the Muppets. What are their names again?
What?
Stanley and Waldorf.
Come on.
Matt, do you know who the Cowboys picked?
Of course he does. It's Friday there. Dude. He knows everything.
It's coming in now, I think.
Round picks.
They need to trade. They need to move back.
Tomorrow starts what? 5 or 6?
That's a sweet hat, dude. Chef, why don't you have one of those hats? Or you guys aren't watching NFL Network.
What's up?
This dude's got this badass Cowboys hat on the NFL Network. Now they're showing Jerry and Fat Mike.
Give me one.
What?
Get me one.
Fat Mike.
Yeah, it was like a silver helmet with 5 strobe lights on it. It was
Well,
like this.
if you were a real friend, Nate. Oh, I see.
Well, I
it.
didn't know if you were neck strong.
That dude's a dink. That dude's at every game. That dude's a.
That picture is the whole problem with that franchise is that Jerry Jones is sitting there in the middle actually making a decision.
Well, he's the one. Yeah, he writes the checks. Of course, he makes the decision.
And then there's Mike. Well, Jerry.
Let's smash some watermelons.
Oh, I think we need to run the ball with Zeke.
No. Hold on, you've got it wrong.
We're gonna play good
Fat
football.
Mike, no. If you want to learn anything from Fat Mike, it's if the kicker is going out, that means you should have gone for it, and if you go for it, that means the kicker should have kicked it.
Eric, let me tell you something.
That's what Fat Mike does.
Mike for years. Just coast.
Oh man,
we know all about it.
I know all about Fat Mike.
He's the worst. Let's kick it from the 48 on 4th and 1.
Well, you got Greg the leg. What do you expect?
Can we set her in on coach for this?
Greg the leg can't hit it anymore. He's not Greg the leg anymore.
Can we
Stop
get some
giving him that
production
name.
and
You
cue
got
in
it.
on
Hold
coach
on.
for this pick? Here we go. This is it. I'm done after this. I'm
technology right
This
there.
is great.
Full stage.
I love it.
Stop. You got to back this out. I'm locked in.
No,
Are we
keep it.
not
Keep
posting
it.
this on the private chat?
Oh.
I'm not looking at
Want to know
this.
who got first pick?
Matt, do you know who it is?
I know who it
Matt.
is.
Give a nod
Tell
when
me.
it is, so
Am
I
I
can
going to be
zoom in
happy
on
though,
coach.
George?
Okay.
What's that?
Is
Lucky in the chat, George. I don't know who it is. Put it in the chat, the private chat.
Okay.
Oh no. I'll put
And
it in
then
the
I'll
chat.
zoom in on coach.
I want to know if coach wants to know.
Is it the kid from Tulsa?
Tyler Smith?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. All right. Good. Then I'm okay.
I said I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
Good.
In
I'm not,
in the not
paying attention. I'm looking.
in the not private chat, Josh Bigby makes a great comment.
All right.
Matt Corral should sue whoever told him he should be in the green room tonight. That's phenomenal.
Matt Corral will be better than Malik Willis too. Don't worry.
That's a good one.
There you go, coach. I put it in the.
Desmond Ritter will be the best one ever.
I feel like I need to just look. Should I just look? Because George put it in.
John, if I'm not
Don't
gonna
do
lie,
it.
if they draft Desmond Ritter right now, I'm gonna be real happy. I'm gonna
Why
be
would
real
they-
happy.
How would they draft this?
Lloyd.
Hey, I got my
Dak
guy.
sucks.
Wow.
Oh, you think
I've been trying to convince you of this for 5 years. Dak sucks.
I just don't see.
And
them
they gave him
drafting
how
this
big
guy.
of a contract?
Hey, Ray Dakota is way better than Daniel Jones. So I don't want to hear your shit. First of all, I take him over Daniel Jones all the time. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I
That's
look?
fine.
Eric, did you look in the private chat? Because the pick's in there.
Don't do
I'm
it.
gonna look. All right, I'm gonna look. I won't say it.
Don't tell
I'm
me.
gonna look.
Don't do
I want
it.
to look. I want to look.
Don't do it.
What?
I said I wouldn't say it, but it's really funny.
That would have been fun taking.
You laugh.
Because it's stupid. I laugh at stupid things. It's really stupid.
Is it a wide receiver?
They keep
No,
showing
John,
it.
John, just look. It's really dumb.
Are they? They didn't
Dude,
look.
look. You're right, dude. It is.
Wait. I got it. Hold on.
That's not funny, George or
All right.
Justin.
I got it.
Yeah. I know.
Look at that. Look at
Coach,
you
You
fucking.
scared me when you
That
laughed.
was boring as shit. Dude. I'd rather be rolling dice and standing there.
Someone's pissed on your ankles.
Yeah.
It was a little bit funny, George.
You know,
I have it. I have like advanced notice.
That wasn't as bad as
what it
AJ
is.
Brown to the Colts. That was
Johnny Trees, you're lying. You don't have it.
I swear to God, I have it.
right here at the end.
All right,
Here
put
we
it
go.
in the
Ready?
Put it in the private chat.
Here we go.
Breaking news.
Coach
breaking
is up.
news.
say it.
There we go.
Now that the Cowboys are up. Oh yeah, there you go. Now that the Cowboys are up, they're taking all their sweet time they can to get in all their promotions.
Well, Jerry doesn't move as fast as he used to. Justin.
Everybody is watching.
You got to make that money.
Jerry is, he's a little slow.
Can we
Hey,
all agree
Jerry
that
moved.
like
Jerry moved pretty fast on the lawsuit of the girl who said she was his father.
can we all
He
agree
moved
that
pretty
Jerry
quick there,
Jones is
so.
the Vince McMahon of the NFL?
Yes,
He's
I
just
love
not gonna die.
Listen,
Jerry Jones is the
mad love to Vinnie Mac.
They're gonna walk across the stage.
on both
They work.
Yeah.
There's like 8 different conversations going on.
Ooh, here we go. All right.
All right.
It's in.
Coach is on the clock.
Should I put it on him?
I say so.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, it really is in the chat this time, so don't look. Or look.
Don't look.
Eric, did you look? Don't look.
Hang on, I'm looking now.
Eric, did you look? Don't look.
All right, I'm looking. All right, I looked. Not saying anything.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith, tackle Tulsa.
I knew it.
Why'd you take it off you?
Could have been worse.
I didn't. I was trying to put it on him. I'm not used to having somebody else back there trying to change.
They got
things
the
up.
first
There
name
you go,
right.
Coach.
Rolls hips was the first thing they said about him. So are we happy with this? Not happy about this?
I don't not like it. How about that?
Coach doesn't like it though.
He's gonna be all right. I would have rather Linderbaum. Like this guy is a ceiling selection. Obviously, the way he played at college isn't what they expect. He's also a high penalty guy. He had a lot of penalties. That's why we got rid of Connor Williams. I don't think we should replace the guy with a lot of penalties with the guy who had a lot of penalties in college.
It's Jerry. It's what he does.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up with the bullshit. All right. I've heard for the last 15 minutes all this Jerry slander. That shit's gonna end. All right. Anyway, I would have rather Tyler Linderbaum.
Don't you mute me? I love Jerry Jones.
So, yeah, I was gonna, Camp doesn't look like Campy liked the pick because he left just as soon as it was made.
I mean, they telegraphed it this morning. All I heard about was Tyler Smith, but I thought maybe it was a smokescreen.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight if I didn't get the coach reaction to that one, but I'm gonna head out, guys.
Have a good night.
That was fun, man. Thank you, everyone. Go G-Men, Big Blue.
Tulsa, and that also goes against they don't generally pick guys that aren't in Power 5 conferences. I don't even know what conference Tulsa's in.
Yeah, we usually do small school from, round 4 and later.
The American, so the AAC. Is that the poor man's ACC?
That's with the Bearcats.
It's at least 2 points better on the GPA.
Well,
John, me and you, we got to do a Cowboys pod one time.
We will. I mean, man, if you want this
That'll-
weekend, maybe Sunday morning, we'll recap the draft.
You know what? Well, you don't send your kids. So me and John live in the same town. You don't do the Catholic Church thing with the whole
No.
Catholic. So that's over. So I can do Sunday morning.
All right,
So I'm in.
reach out to me tomorrow. We'll plan it.
All right. Let's do it. And I'll you can defend Jerry, and I'll shred him to bits, and it'll be on fire. We'll get 1,000 downloads just from that one podcast.
I'll just my coffee.
Someone just tweeted Green Bay traded Devontae Adams for an off-the-ball linebacker and pick 59.
Well, and a lot of salary cap space.
Yeah.
That's a
Hey,
free trade.
he didn't want to be there anymore. Okay, I don't need to hear it, Miss Patriots. So it's fine.
It was a free
I didn't
trade.
say it. Someone else said it.
We're about to see how Devontae Adams really does when he's got some dog shit quarterback throwing him the ball. So we'll see who made who.
I didn't say it.
He's not wrong.
Best part about that All Cowboys episode that I'm looking forward to is the lack of Jerry Jones slander. We're not gonna get any of that slander, right, Coach?
No. No, there's a limit. There's about like a limit I can take in a 15-minute time span. Everybody, once everybody gets a chance to air it out, that's it. You get
Hey, there's no slander for me. I love that.
Hey.
Abe and I both love Jerry Jones.
I'm a fan.
I'm over it.
The guy goes out and gets who he wants.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to say this about Jerry Jones. He's the reason, one of the big reasons why the NFL is as big as it is.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I mean, it's basically an all-year thing because of him. You know, and you have these teams popping up with like billion-dollar stadiums because he set the standard. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
He's invested, sometimes a little too much, but I do think the narrative with him in the draft, it's false. You know, Will McClay has taken over a huge portion of, you know, their scouting department. A lot of the selections, and even look at the free agents they brought in. J-Ron Curse was a nobody. They found him. You know, comes in, he makes a Pro Bowl. So, you know, their scouting department isn't Jerry and Steve.
Dude, I think I could almost see the bench I fell asleep on in Vegas last time on that last shot.
That fell asleep on, passed out.
Passed out on the moment. It was behind the Aria. No big deal. It was a nice place. I didn't get robbed. No big deal.
Dude, you ain't getting enough.
Just was my flight.
You get some chips in your pocket, too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I had some money on me. I know those subway codes. Oh, it's cool as a Mountain Dew one.
No.
Oh, they're autographing subs. Great product placement here. What the hell?
Bob Pryor, who you got?
Jesus.
Baltimore, then Tennessee. It gives me time to go take a piss. Yeah, a boring group this is.
Yeah, right.
Let me get rid of Marquise Brown and AJ Brown.
Man, I really kind of need to get off here and go, but I just like not having a first round pick. You're just in suspense, just waiting to see if your team will actually trade up.
Yeah, I can't believe Jermaine Johnson's still available.
Ballard would never trade up, but it's still like I have to watch. Plus, I have to work the next 3 nights in a row at my second job, so I'm not going to get to see any more NFL draft for a whole nother year after tonight. I guess I got to stick around for all 32.
Yeah, I'm gonna smell like a brewery tomorrow at work. It's fine. It's gonna be raining. Guaranteed rain day. Not doing anything.
What is so that's what I was wondering what it raining and you smelling like a brewery had to do with each other, but now it makes sense.
Yeah.
You won't have anything to do. Got it.
So I think I mentioned a couple streams ago that I picked up a job as a security guard at the arena in Buffalo. So the first concert I get to work is Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Yay.
Phenomenal.
Are you gonna get a shirt?
Baby, baby. That one?
Please tell me you're gonna get. Can you do? I'll excuse me.
For you, Coach, I will get a shirt.
I'll Venmo you or PayPal you half the cost of the shirt if you wear it on air.
You got it.
For real. I'm not just saying that. Justin Bieber live for the brand.
Wow.
For the brand. Except we should come up with like an off like kilter.
How far have we fallen?
Hey, I'm just
boys.
ready. Listen, we go through like 20 minutes.
About
Damn it.
Disney Pod.
Of course, Baltimore. Baltimore gets Kyle Hamilton and Tyler Linderbaum. They crush it every year.
God damn it. All right.
But they're still the freaking
I'm
Ravens.
changing
And they
it.
suck.
Ravens just took the note. They've just jumped past the Giants and the Jets.
They did lose all the ground.
How does I don't understand the Ravens. The rich just get richer.
They know how to
It's
draft.
like Sheps in fantasy league.
How
That's
many
true.
championships have they won?
He loses Ridley, but then all of a sudden Wilson goes to the Broncos, and now that's it.
They got Linderbaum.
All pro.
I mean, honestly though, how many championships have they won?
How long have they been around for?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like they've won 2, and they've only been around for what 25 years. They've won. That's 2 more than the Cowboys in the last 25 years. Just for those keeping track.
I just mean like, as far as like since like Lamar Jackson's come in the era, they've had great drafts. But what is it?
How many
equate to?
Super Bowls
Not
has
really
the Steelers won since Lamar Jackson came into the league?
I mean, I understand your point, but still, I honestly don't think that like.
I think it's 0. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, but still more than the Cowboys have in the last like.
I mean, I'm
it's
not
the
a
same amount
Lamar
the Cowboys
fan.
have.
The Steelers had MVP.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
not a
take the
Lamar
Ravens,
fan, but the Ravens draft really well. They
draft
nail
really
a
well.
lot of picks.
But they have Harbaugh as a coach.
To be fair, though,
Harbaugh had garbage last year. So many injuries, and they still weren't.
They're on their fifth string running back.
Yeah, dude, they got some bum ass Devonta Freeman's their running back.
but
I'll
honestly,
trade
all of
trade
these teams that we're
McCarthy
talking
for
about
Jim
would have
Harbaugh
more-
right now.
In a
they
heartbeat.
would have more Super
Yes.
Bowls right now.
Dude, the khakis would look good with that blue and silver. They
They're
look good
showing
with
that
blue
video,
and maize. Same thing.
They're showing that video of Linderbaum wrestling Tristan Wirfs.
All right, I got to be honest. I've never seen a picture of Linderbaum, and I'm looking at him now. He looks like he's 12 years old.
The Jets trading up. Who the hell they need now? Malik Willis. Sorry, Zach.
Ooh.
What's the trade details?
There you go. Here's
Wait, is
another
this
thing I
real?
want. I want the
Are
AFC East to just be a monster, and the Bills have to fight for their success.
Are the Jets taking Jermaine Johnson?
Dude, the Bills ain't fighting for shit.
Ooh, the
Division
Jets,
locked
yes.
down for years.
John, good
the
call.
Jets were probably considering Jermaine Johnson at 10.
Yes, I agree, John. Great call. Jermaine Johnson going off the board right now.
Listen to
They're excited.
listen to Buffalo Sports Talk Radio and how with them sweeping the Patriots last year, they thought they were the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, they were a great team.
Well, I mean, when
But,
you get your dick kicked in by the Patriots for 25 years, it feels pretty good to sleep on, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, do
they
you guys?
could've-
Who's watching ESPN? Is anyone watching ESPN right
Me.
now?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
watching
not-
Are you watching the Linderbaum wrestling Tristan
Yeah.
Wirfs
He's-
thing?
yeah,
That's
he's getting after it.
insane. That's crazy. He's
Well,
kicking
Iowa's
Tristan
known for
Wirfs'
Yeah,
ass.
Iowa does three things. They grow corn, they play football, and they wrestle.
And they play ping pong?
Wrestling.
No,
It's actually in
Picks in.
I don't know. It's at 3 a.m. when you can play it live.
yeah, we live bet it at 3 a.m. and yeah, that's it.
When you're out here drunk and you're just
Yeah.
like, hey, there's nothing else to bet. You find some ping pong.
I pretty much lost all my money. I got to try to make a little back.
It's not
It
ping
is
pong.
Johnson.
It's ping pong.
It is Jermaine Johnson. The
Great
Jets,
call.
The Jets got
Great
a
call.
player that they were considering getting at 10.
Wow. All right. I think the Jets just leapfrogged Baltimore.
I don't know, man. Hamilton,
Wilson,
and
Gardner.
Linderbaum,
I don't know. The Jets. That's pretty solid by the Jets.
what
though.
what running back did Baltimore bring in this offseason?
Nobody.
No, I think they did.
No, they were going to think about signing what's his name from Denver,
Oh,
Melvin
Melvin
Gordon,
Gordon.
but they never did.
I could have swore they got somebody.
They're talking Brees Hall for the Jets, but
Yep. Shocker, Mel Kiper got it wrong.
You're right. They didn't get anybody, so that's good, man. So Dobbins, he should have
Yeah,
a
Dobbins.
solid year with Linderbaum addition.
All right, so 5 picks left. Who trades up for the quarterback? You got Ritter
Willis
and
really fall to the
Malik.
second?
I can't see Ritter and
Will
Willis
Tampa?
falling.
Will Tampa take Willis? Why not?
Ooh.
I thought last
They
night,
got Kyle Trash. They don't need another quarterback.
Coach, I thought last night that the Bucks would be a prime landing spot for Carson Strong.
Right. I was strong and sling it, man.
So who's everybody's top quarterback?
Dude, look at
left?
that.
Mine
that
is Ritter.
jacket,
I
dude.
want Ritter.
Awesome. You sure he ain't a
Who's
Hawkeye?
that dude?
Whoa. Who's that guy with the hat? Hey, don't do that.
Man, that dude has legs.
Wow.
Triple X.
Okay, he wins the night for the suits. Holy crap.
Winner.
Freaking ESPN.
Every
Yeah,
time.
he wins. All right, I'm looking at it now. That's phenomenal.
Chop. ESPN's gonna love that the chop was just.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Those pants are like glued on him. Oh my
Jets
god.
wanted him, they wanted him at 10.
You got some yoga pants on.
Yeah, those are tight pants.
That's sweet Pittsburgh
Jacket and
Pirates.
the big necklace.
I hate the Pirates.
They hate themselves, dude. They've won like 19 games in the last 35 years, I think. That might be the worst baseball franchise in the history of sports. Or
Bob
worst
Nutting
franchise.
is the worst
Probably
owner.
the cool stadium.
They got sweet stadium. Yeah.
Didn't they have
Bob Nutting
McCutcheon?
is the worst
McCutcheonson?
owner.
What
He
was
said
his
like
name?
he said a good player. Remember Jason Kendall? He was a good dude. He's cool.
Yeah.
Kendall
McCutcheon
was
was good.
amusing. Like Kutch, I was devastated when they traded him. I was like, yeah.
Another trade.
I think that's a
Jacksonville's traded up, I think.
draft.
Ooh. All right, so who's everyone's top QB left? Mine's Ritter.
Mine's been Ritter since day one. He's the best one out of all of them.
I agree.
Do you think Green Bay will?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No, we got Kurt Benkert.
Yeah, Kurt Bankert's a fucking baller, dude. I'm going to keep him.
I do want to go to Lambeau one day. I
It's
think that'd
cool.
be dope.
It's fun.
Like I had the same reaction. I would probably have the same reaction walking into Fenway that I had, that I would have walking into Lambeau. It's just a feeling.
Well, I guess it wasn't the last time. The first time Abe and I walked out of there together, Abe said to me, Devontae Adams sucks. That's how long ago it was. When he was like a rookie and he was not good.
And he could not catch a pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know why we draft this guy in the second round. He cannot catch a ball.
Yeah.
And then he became pretty good.
Yeah. Go Jets, dude. Win 6 games next year. Hell of a season.
Jets have had a good
So
draft.
the Jags, who did they?
Jets
what was the
Jets
trade?
had a real good draft.
Mhm.
I got a buddy who's a Jets fan. He's got to be thrilled.
And I think they had a good draft last year too.
Yeah, I really like what the Jets are doing.
Their last two
I'm
drafts.
Oh,
Yeah. Wilson, I got to be honest, I wasn't huge on Wilson when he was drafted, and I didn't watch a lot of their games, but I watched the Tennessee game. Like, I really sat down and watched it. It was like, for some reason, it was just on. He made some big boy throws in that game. I don't know if anyone watched the Tennessee game. He made some real big boy throws that convinced me oh wow.
Yeah.
He's got it.
With no one to catch the ball.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
nobody talk Elijah Moore like that.
Well, but those guys they never played a full game together.
That's true.
Right.
I mean,
And that
Denzel
was the
Mims
game-
coming out this year. Breakout
Ooh,
year.
Jaguars moved up.
Yeah.
And the pick is in.
this would have been what, Tampa?
Yeah, See, Tampa doesn't need a quarterback because they got Kyle Trash. They know that's their guy.
Well, Jacksonville went out and paid.
Oh, maybe
Reed.
Devin Lloyd or N'Kobe Dean.
Maybe Dean, probably.
I don't know. Dax Hill. Oh, Karlaftis. No,
Ooh,
they
that's
they don't need an edge.
No,
They don't need an edge. They
Yeah,
got
with Josh Allen.
Yeah, they got Josh Allen.
Remember, he had 19 interceptions that game. They talked about it for a year.
and Walker.
Oh, I gotcha.
Josh Allen and Walker is a pretty good combo.
That's kind of neat. Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember when the Bills lost to the Jaguars. That was interesting listening around here. Because Josh Allen intercepted Josh Allen and so.
Yeah, I lost $4 in that game.
There were some weird games last year. The Jets' wins were against Cincinnati and Tennessee.
The games the Titans lost were they got beat by the Texans. They got beat by the Jets.
Right.
Hey, Joe's in the house.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go,
Joe.
guys, let's go. Eric, it's good to see you, my friend.
What's up, buddy? Nice to see
All
you
right.
too.
Good,
I'm
man.
all right.
Good. What's going on? I left the bar like 20 minutes ago. Did the Jets move up?
Yes.
Who
They
did
got
they get?
Jimmy Johnson.
Love that pick, man. Love that pick.
Yeah,
I saw Rich's
solid.
comment saying
How was the
Jets are doing
casino?
really well, but I didn't know who they got. I figured they got Jermaine Johnson.
I'm so. Are you in Atlanta?
Ooh, Devin
Yeah,
Lloyd.
gotcha.
The Jaguars took Devin Lloyd.
There's still a chance.
Ooh.
There's still a chance. Here it comes.
That's a phenomenal pick.
Come on. Come on.
He's also got rush
Kurt,
versatility.
what do you want?
Yeah.
I assume you guys, and I don't want to backtrack. I'm sure you covered it thoroughly. AJ Brown, the trade.
Yeah.
He's gonna stink.
Wow.
What
He went
was
from
the
a
general?
shitty
What
quarterback
was
to
the
a
general
shittier quarterback.
consensus?
That was possible.
Here at Toilets and Titles.
I mean, some people really like it for the Eagles. I mean, so at the beginning of the draft, after that happened, everyone was saying the Eagles had the best night. Well, not everybody, but there were a few saying the Eagles have had the best night. I don't know. What do you guys think about the A.J. Brown trade?
Now they just need a quarterback.
I would have just taken Treylon Burks there instead.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, listen, when he's on the field, he's
That's
awesome.
that's
But
what I said.
He's like Kenny Galladay. He's an injury waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Bay on the clock.
He's been in for three seasons. He played 16 games once.
Dude, do not compare AJ Brown to Kenny Galladay. That is not even close. He's had some knee injuries, but like no.
He's been injured a lot, and yeah, he's a better wide receiver overall, but he's been injured.
He was like 3 games last year. 4.
He missed a lot.
It was last year.
He's also played injured a lot.
So Kenny Galladay over his first 3 seasons actually had more yards than A.J.
Oh,
Brown.
And listen, I think
Really?
AJ Brown's a
And
better
he
wide
missed,
receiver.
and Kenny Galladay missed 4 more games. So
Yeah,
I think that's a
I
pretty
think Brown's
fair
a better
Hey,
wide
Matt
receiver.
Stafford throwing him a football. That's a little different than Ryan Tannehill.
And when you're down 30 points a game.
My
Yeah,
only
no
point
shit.
being that Brown is an injury waiting to happen.
But
I
on
do
the
think he's better
on the
than
other hand, the Titans got a ground game that's demanding 8 players in the box every single snap. So I think that might negate the Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill effect.
How's the landing spot for Burks, boys?
I
Well,
can't argue with you, John.
the wide receivers are flying off the board. Has Malik Willis gone yet or no?
He is not.
No.
Wow.
I thought he was gonna
Johnny
go to
Trees.
Tampa.
Congratulations on Kenny Pickett, man.
Dude, I'm really happy.
Yep, you should be. You should be.
That's the guy I wanted. That's the guy like when I went to Pittsburgh in November to see Pitt play Virginia, my first college pro game. He balled out. It was great. So
Yeah.
and I cannot find.
To fill dead air. Have you guys heard this one? So Ariza, the punter, that got mentioned in our Twitter conversation before. Have you heard anything about this?
That he's
This is
awesome.
phenomenal.
He's got like a rocket launcher on his leg.
So yeah.
He's
So
going
first off,
fourth
he's
round,
awesome.
no later.
He can punt it 80
And
yards.
He's a kicker too.
Hey, well, this guy's got a
nuts.
really good friend that used to do that.
That's crazy. So
We
the
know what
best
Eric
part
wants.
is, I don't know if you know this. Basically, if you want to be like a punter or a kicker, it's like the mafia. I heard this on a podcast the other day. It's like entering the mafia. You need to go to 2 camps. There's only 2 camps in the whole country that if you want to get picked by a college team, you go to one of these 2 camps. It's like East Coast, West Coast thing. So, no, this I swear to God, this is true.
It's Camp Biggie Smalls.
I'm intrigued.
This is nuts. So, colleges have a limit on how many coaches they can have. So they don't have a kicking coach. So basically every kicker you see in college is just out doing their own thing. And then they go to these camps where they pay, up teen number of dollars to go to. And then they come back to college and okay, I can kick. So Ariza didn't go to these colleges. he was, he walked on to what Arizona, whatever.
San Diego State.
San Diego. There you go. Thank you. He's San Diego State. He walked on. He was gonna be, so he's like, I like football. I'm gonna be a wide receiver. So then finally, like, he's like out there, he's doing whatever, and then he kicks one 80 yards, and his coach is like, "You're the fucking punter, dickhead." So he didn't go to any of these camps, and now he might go in like the 3rd or 4th round and like break this whole mafia like 2 camps thing up. I'm so fascinated with the reason now. Like
the underground, the kicker punter underground is going to be completely shaken after this.
I can't wait for Belichick to draft this guy in the 3rd round, and I'm going to be like so fascinated with
The
it.
ripple effect is going to be crazy.
Well, the punter's making $3.6 million because he made the Pro Bowl. He's the highest punter by far. So yeah,
I love good punters and good kickers. I mean, there's nothing worse than relying on a crappy kicker at the end of the game to make like a 50, 55-yard kick.
Right.
And you're crapping bricks because, listen, some kickers are like golden, like a Justin Tucker out of Baltimore.
Right.
But when you got a crappy kicker, there's nothing worse than the greatest fear of like hearing wide right at the end of the game, But even the punters, man, I remember the Giants won the last 2 Super Bowls in 2007, 2011. They had really good punters who could, they consistently putting it in the corner, like at like the 10-yard line, and they couldn't return it. The offense couldn't return it, so it means a lot.
Well, so so I was listening to the Ringer draft show. Like the same guy who talked about this guy, he interviewed an NFL GM, and he's like, hey, listen, hypothetical, if I could tell you that an NFL punter was going to put it in the 5-yard line every time, like let's just say every time they were going to kick it, it was going to be inside the 5. What would you draft him at? The GM, no joke, was like 1st overall, because if you can put them inside the 5-yard line every time, now there's only a 1 in 6 chance they score a point, not a touchdown, but any points.
Yeah,
there's only a 1 in 6 chance. He's like, I would take that every time. I'm like, this is the most fascinating thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
NFL-wise in the last 10 years.
I value it. I really do. I notice. Yeah. I've noticed differences when my team has been good or bad. That the special teams, especially having a good punter, has meant a lot.
You guys want to talk about bad special teams?
What's that?
So do you want to talk about bad special teams? We've been watching it for what, 3 years? I tried to get fired.
Wait. Are you saying the Pats don't have a good special teams after the San Francisco game?
Yeah. I was trying to get Maurice Drayton fired week 1.
I want to give a hats off to the Ravens getting Kyle Hamilton, I think at 14, and then Linderbaum at 26 or something like that.
I was talking mad smack about the Ravens because, well, I hate the Ravens, but they like thinking about it, hindsight 2020. They do. They drafted they drafted Raven like players. Lindenbaum is a gritty like player, and he will.
Coach, I dropped the ball and made an accidental look at my phone, so I already know the pick. Kind of upset with myself.
So I had no idea. When did the Ravens trade Hollywood Brown? Was that today?
Yeah.
That was like
no idea. I'm like, how did they get?
That was like in the mid-10s.
Yeah, I'm like around 10 or 11.
I'm like, wait, I've done like 6 mock drafts at least, and I don't remember the Ravens having a second first-round pick. And here they are picking.
What I need to know is how many crazy offers have the Panthers made tonight?
Oh, right. All the mock drafts are trading like next year's first, second, third.
We don't know.
Pick 107.
We'll never know.
I really think like this is not just me. So in the fantasy league we're in together, the Dynasty League, I own Sam Darnold. This is not just me like hoping that Sam Darnold lasts. I really think Carolina believes in Sam Darnold. I really do. Because like fun fact, who was the number 1 fantasy player from weeks 1 through 3 last year?
DJ Moore?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay.
It was Sam Darnold.
Right. And then it was
crazy.
They started getting injuries. I think like week 4. And that's
he
when
got
the wheels
hurt
started
in
com-
week 4,
The wheels
and he
started
was
coming off
bad.
the train.
I really think they believe in Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
They also played like what the Jets, the Giants, and the Jets or some bullshit like those first 2 weeks. So that doesn't count.
Irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant.
You can take your facts somewhere else.
Wait. No, actually, by the time they played the Giants, I remember they'd already accumulated some injuries, and I don't remember what the positions were.
Yeah.
It wasn't McCaffrey. It could have been McCaffrey, but they had some key injuries at that point. It was actually one of the Giants' rare wins.
I like Sam Darnold. This is not. I'm just saying they were playing.
Yeah. Darnold was like
they did start off well, and he started off well.
Touchdowns
Darnold did
through week 4.
Hey, there's going to be a boatload of quarterbacks ready, or available in the second round if anyone wants.
Did Andrew Whitworth
Sam Darnold
retire?
was destined to be good because his grandpa is the best name ever, and that's my guy. You have to look it up yourself because I can't tell you online, but you'll see.
I can't believe, and I'm sure you guys touched on this or you spoke about it earlier, Quay Walker as the first linebacker?
Crazy.
Holy shit. And nothing against Quay Walker. I like Quay Walker, but I just figured Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean.
Mm-hmm. Traits.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we missed it. Forever said on Mac because he's on there tonight. They knew they were going to do
And so are we going to go an entire first round without Willis, like with only one quarterback taken?
Somebody's got to trade up here at the last
Yeah,
4,
someone's
right?
got to trade up.
Pats took Cole Strange.
Front 7 is solid, man.
Cole Strange went first round.
It's like we're the Georgia Bulldogs now. Eric Stokes last year, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt. Let's go.
I didn't. Cole Strange was shooting up the boards. I didn't expect him to go even in the back end of the first round. I think he's going to be a good interior lineman, but wow.
Chattanooga, where the great Terrell Owens went.
Hey, listen, yeah.
That's my quarterback.
So the Colts traded up?
I mean, I wanted Jordan Davis, but I'll take him. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
like this guy. As probably, well, we wouldn't have got him at 53, but
no.
They didn't make him a good pick. So that's what they need to do.
We got to. He goes Georgia. Maybe get Zamir White too. I think that'll happen. Maybe just load it up. Go Bulldogs, right?
Yeah.
Todd Gurley's coming back.
Oh, nice pick with the for the Packers, Devontae Wyatt, huh? Nice pick.
You think Dean makes it out of the first round, Joe?
Solid, man.
Hell, I did. Yeah, you know what? We're getting close to that point now.
I thought Pats were going to snag in.
Well, you know what? You got Daxton Hill. New England's on the clock, right?
New England.
By the way, that is who I wanted more than anything.
Daxton Hill, New England.
That's how I
think,
wanted.
Coach, you were saying New England. Daxton Hill's got New England written all over him.
Yep. Well, I mean, watch the Jets get him in the early second round if they still got that pick and just continue their dominate.
Hey, Jaquan Brisker, Lewis Sign or Scene, however it's pronounced, is still out there. But Packers fans, congratulations on Devontae Wyatt. That's a really, really good player. I like that guy a lot. So Devin Lloyd is gone. Okay.
Kansas City. Is Kansas City going to go Sky Moore here, you think?
I might go Christian Watson.
You were
It's one or the other.
Yeah, they've been a big fan of Watson and Moore. So
am I lagging behind because it says the Patriots pick is in? Or
yeah, it's Cole Strange. It's not lagging behind. We're just.
Oh, really? I don't see. I'm on NFL.com.
Ahead of the game.
Matt's been ahead of the curve. Matt's in Australia, so they're like
Matt's in the future.
Isn't that where the toilets go the opposite direction?
Saturday now.
The right direction.
Yeah.
It's Saturday now.
Matt is back to the future. He's in the DeLorean right now.
Matt's in the third round.
Yeah.
Matt is reporting from the DeLorean.
Matt threw his
seen that
boomerang and came back with all the picks.
Hey, have you seen that Simpsons episode where they come to Australia and they go to the American embassy and they put a pump on the toilet to make the toilet go the American right way?
Oh man, that's like 20 years old. I
Dude,
remember
the
that. I watched
Simpsons
Simpsons
are
in 10,
timeless.
15 years, and I remember that one.
Let's go.
I remember when they first came on in 91, I think it was.
Oh my God, you're aging me.
Well, they did a Christmas special in 1989, I think it was, and then the following after that it was really popular. And then they launched.
My
the series,
mom
I think,
did not let
1990.
me watch The Simpsons when they came out. Like
Yes. My mom didn't either.
Really? Oh man.
God.
Well, I was like 19 at the time, so I could watch whatever I wanted.
And it sucked because the classroom I was in.
The Chiefs took George Karlaftis, so they didn't go wide receiver.
Forgot
either.
about him.
Mhm.
That's a good fit. That's a good fit for the Chiefs. I forgot about George.
George.
Got some good safeties out there and linebackers.
George.
Oh, one last to the Giants, please. I'd love to have Sign or Daxton
So
Hill.
supposedly the Jets were offered Debo for the 10th, and they rejected it. Another good move.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done it. And it's nothing against Debo, but you're gonna have to pay him, and
right.
Nah, I wouldn't do it. You're not in a position to. Don't do that.
So what if
I think
Pickett's
like the
around
Dolphins
the
with Tyreek Hill, you know what? You're further along than the Jets are. But the Jets, they're still building. I think they made the right move in standing pat.
Yep.
And they got Jermaine Johnson. I love Jermaine Johnson.
Tyreek or Devontae. I mean,
I think I know what I'm watching on the plane.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Jets take the first round overall. That's a phenomenal job by the Jets.
The
3
Jets,
first rounders,
both
the
the Jets,
corner,
yeah,
and you get the wide. They get the alpha dog outside wide out who frees up everything for more.
Yeah,
and the pass rusher.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
Can you imagine? Go ahead.
Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
Yeah,
Can you
and
imagine?
Sauce to shut down the corner. Yeah.
Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are going to be going against each other in camp and practice. Yep.
All pro.
Can you imagine Sauce versus Tyreek, Sauce versus Diggs? That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah,
I think the Jets take the draft here so far.
Is there going to be like a Sauce Island?
Could be. I think give it a little time. I mean, it could take like a year. He might not be as dominant as Davis Island really was like from the get go, but give it some time. But he's going to be. I think he's going to be really, really good. What do you guys think about Stingley over Gardner?
Love it.
Really, does it matter to you? Or
so good.
I mean, I get it with his film against Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson his freshman year.
If Stingley would have went, if he would have been able to get drafted that when he was a freshman, when he was the best player on that team, he'd have been top 5 again. Didn't matter.
Yeah,
dude, I said that Tuesday night how good he is.
He's been up against
totally.
He's been up against the best in practice.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
When a coach sees a player do something one time, they have to believe that they can get that out of him consistently.
Yeah.
And watching his film against those guys, just seeing him lock up Jamar Chase, and then seeing what Jamar Chase did in the NFL last year after a year off,
Yeah.
Edelman's excited.
Yeah, interesting. And Stingley had been more and more associated with Houston over the past 2 weeks, along with Gardner. But good pick. Lovie Smith has got to be very
Cole
happy.
Strange has the helmet with the middle ball.
I didn't know they still made those.
Yeah, I like that old school. Reminds me of like 1989.
Very, very New England. That's what the difference.
Yeah, that's why Bill picked him.
Yeah, Bill saw that and he was like, this is a guy.
Holy shit! Stop! I'm taking this guy.
That
was
the
a nice
helmet,
pick.
That's the helmet Bill Belichick used to wear.
Yeah.
That was a nice pick.
The
one bar and then the one across.
Yeah, actually, Bill still wears it to practice when he's out there headbutting everybody.
No, that's Bear Bryant.
He's squatting 400 pounds and headbutting dudes with the bar down the middle of his face.
You ever read Junction Boys or watch it?
Yes,
Dude,
I read the
Bear
book.
Bryant headbutted a player, broke his nose,
You Mike Grable him?
Just straight up broke this kid's nose intentionally.
I mean,
He's
hell,
lucky
nowadays you look at a
that-
kid cross-eyed and you're suspended or fired.
You
like-
read Junction Boys, and you're like, how the hell did this guy not kill a guy? How did he not kill a kid?
He basically told them leave, just leave. I don't want you here, and beat them. Just beat the hell out of them to try to
He
get them
tried to kill a kid. Like
Said you're gonna
I'm
learn today.
convinced he
You're gonna
tried
learn
to kill
today.
a kid and
Oh,
failed.
Chiefs.
Right. Well, the one kid had a heat stroke, left the hospital,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
came back and practiced.
Hey,
How?
what did you guys think about? I thought Detroit did a nice job moving up to get Jameson
Yeah, I like
Williams.
that too.
I figured that it was going to be like I figured they would have had to give a lot more to move up from 32. up to 13 or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
it wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't. It
When
was
Goff
it
throwing
was-
underhand rugby passes to Jameson Williams is going to be awesome.
No, it's they're getting their option for the quarterback they draft next year. C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. The Lions are getting.
No,
if they
my
draft that high.
my dynasty team needs Jared Goff to stay.
Yeah,
So I think he's
you have
going
at
to
least
stay.
one more year of him.
Eric, you're a Cowboys fan, right?
Unfortunately.
So we got 3 Cowboys fans and 3 Patriots fans at Toilets and Titles.
All right, so
Well,
Dax
2
Hill's
Packers
the next
fans,
off
2
the
Giants.
board. Daxton Hill to Cincinnati.
Oh,
God dang it.
I wanted him to
Yeah.
make it to the second. That's great. That's awesome.
How many
He deserves
Steelers
to go
fans
in
are on
the first.
Toilets Titles? Am I the only one?
Yeah, nobody else.
Yeah, you're the only Steelers. Yeah.
You might be.
One's enough.
Yeah. Hey.
We love you, John.
Yeah, I like that one. That's good. Yeah, Mitchburg, Pennsylvania. That's right, Abe.
As I like to say in the States, fuck you.
I'm on NFL.com and it's lagging. So Daxton Hill just went to Cincinnati. That's a great pick for Cincinnati.
It ain't lagging. Matt's just putting it in. He puts it in the private chat early.
Matt can tell you what happened the whole second round too, by the way, and they're starting Saturday.
gonna-
They're starting the 4th round.
I wish. I wish I knew.
Matt's going to tell us that Matt Araiza went first pick, second round.
Did he? That'd be awesome.
I'm telling you, I want Matt Ariza on the on the Cowboys. I want.
I would take him on the Giants. You got 2 third-round picks. I'll take him
That
with the
sounds
first
great.
and third round.
I want
Man,
Ariza.
did the Vikings take a quarterback? Because I know they took Mond last year, but I mean,
Yeah.
Kissing cousins ain't going nowhere, dude.
what did they? Didn't they just put money? Did they like restructure his contract? What did they just do?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they gave him another year, didn't they?
Give him another year. Yep.
Yeah.
I heard
It'd be a great fit in that dome.
I heard an interview with their coach yesterday, and it was awesome. That dude's awesome.
Who's their
He's a
coach
hell of a
in Minnesota
quarterback.
again?
Old San
Who's
Diego
their new
State
coach?
quarterback.
Who?
The Vikings coach.
Who's their new coach?
Where's
again?
the draft next year? Cleveland?
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Oh, we should do
Kansas
like
City.
Kansas City, then Detroit.
We can go to both. Those are close to us.
KC? I'd like to go to
I don't want to
KC.
go to Detroit. I'm a little nervous to up there, but whatever. It's cool.
Dude, we'll like do a live broadcast from like the Regency Suites or something.
We should go to Kansas City next year.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. We stay at Cypher's house. Hell yeah.
I'd like to
George
go. I've never been to
Karlaftis looks
KC.
like a robot.
He does. You're right.
I am a machine. Computing.
He's from the future.
God, I want to be there.
Dude, I just want to. Let's go to Vegas.
Yeah.
I was calling sick to work tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm headed to the airport right now.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh shucks. I need to go to bed.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm usually asleep 2 hours earlier than that.
Yeah, I got to be up at 5:30 for school to go to school tomorrow.
What's the time over there?
I got to be up at 5:30 to go to work.
Midnight, something? Was it over there?
I'm working my first event at the
It's
arena.
10:30 here.
Watch the Blackhawks play.
Ooh. Matt, do you know who the Vikings took?
Not yet.
Once
Still
you
on the
announce it, I'm getting out of here.
Still on the clock.
All right, as a former college baseball player who no longer watches baseball because MLB is the worst.
Yep.
I'm watching ESPN. I still hate that David Ortiz is beloved. Why is David Ortiz
How do you hate
beloved more than
David?
A-Rod or any of the other guys who use steroids? He used steroids. I don't want to see him on the Ghostbusters MLB thing. Randy Johnson, I'm okay with. Ken Griffey, I'm okay with. Whoever the other guy was that I can't remember for the commercial right now.
It's because
I'm
he's
okay
a
with
big,
it.
goofy teddy bear. People think.
I used to love when
Smiling.
No,
God, he
I'm
slayed the
breaking.
Yankees.
I'm making the YouTube
Lady.
channel right now go from youth to mature. Fuck David Ortiz. That guy sucks. God damn it.
My best friend's a Red Sox fan, and like he would prominently disagree with you, but
You should get a new best friend.
He used steroids. If
He's also my
you
pastor, so.
love David Ortiz and you disparage all the other steroid users, you're wrong.
I love steroids.
I love Mark McGuire.
That's fine. If you love steroids, I'm fine with it. Then you love all of them. You love Barry.
Right.
You love A-Rod.
I'm a Cardinals fan. I love Mark McGuire.
Yeah, I think they messed up when the favorite part of baseball for me, because I don't watch it either. But my
Dangers.
favorite part of it was during the McGuire and Sosa.
Yeah. That was great.
That was
98.
that was peak baseball for me.
He's a huge Cubs fan, big Cardinals fan. Like we're still like we love. That's the best part of baseball ever.
That was probably my favorite year of
And you
baseball.
had Sosa, who wasn't as like good, but he was just as entertaining. Like, just bring that back.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
And then didn't McGuire break the record against the Cubs? And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they were playing each other. Like dude,
That was
it
must-watch
like
TV.
You know,
To get in the playoffs.
That's when baseball was awesome.
Yeah.
They should-
And it was right after their big strike in the
And now you
96
have
year. So
Now you have Rod Manfred.
Bob Manfred is a dipshit.
yes. Baseball's terrible anymore.
They like I said, let everybody have steroids. Let's juice the balls, juice the bats. I want to see those guys hit the ball 600 feet. I don't even care
These people
anymore.
are batting like 220 right now. It's
let's
no
make
fun.
it entertaining. Baseball stinks. I don't even watch basketball. There's
Man, I grew up. Here's the thing. I grew up watching Magic and Bird, and Jordan, and Dr. J.
It's hard to compare.
That was the era right there.
That was the best, man.
That was
And
fantastic.
now you
basketball.
have these clowns where if you sneeze on LeBron, he feigns an injury.
Oh, he's in the
So,
third row.
I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'll tell you in the early '90s,
Oakley, Starks, Ewing.
must see basketball was. I'm actually a Nets fan, but must see basketball were the Bulls
Louis
Knicks
Stein.
matchups. Those were fantastic. Oh, Louis Stein went
Minnesota.
I was hoping he'd be there for the Giants in the second round. So close.
Well, I mean, Brisker's still there.
Yeah, I love Brisker. Love my Penn State talent. And Kobe Dean is still out there, right? He's gonna go soon.
Yeah. I thought he'd go in the first round for sure.
Yeah, he was kind of like all over the place in terms of first round, early second round.
Yeah.
He's a steal.
Yeah,
He's
late-
a
yeah,
steal
late
in
one.
the second.
Only one QB, boys.
What's that, Matt?
Only one QB, huh?
Yeah,
One QB.
One QB. Willis
Holy
dropped.
cow.
They
So
must.
Detroit gets-
Okay, so
Detroit gave
here's
the
a little
second pick
inside
away.
baseball thing. Pitt and the Steelers share the same facility, so it kind of makes sense. Matt Canada, I mean, yeah, you can say they run the same play all the damn time, but still, I mean, that that offensive coordinator for Pitt last year, they put up a lot of good offensive numbers. So you give him and you give Pickett the keys eventually to that offense. I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean,
it was fair.
I think they're going to draft a wide receiver in the next couple of rounds. You do that, and I think we're great.
Yeah,
So
I think it was fair. I think it was. Listen, you could take Malik Willis, who probably has the highest ceiling, but Kenny Pickett was safer. It's kind of like pick your flavor. It really doesn't even. I think Corral could have won. First
Corral was
quarterback,
safer, Ritter was safer. It's cool.
Well,
Yeah,
Tampa
Ritter.
picks the first pick in the second round. Maybe they still might go quarterback. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. But the last pick is in. It's Louis C. Minnesota Vikings. Does anyone want to get any comments in before I wrap this thing up?
He's a stud. He is. He's a monster.
So
Really good.
Glad to see.
And Jets won the draft. I agree. Jets and Ravens. Two teams I think absolutely crushed it.
Ravens always get their value, man. They got possibly the best center between him and between Hamilton and Dexton Hill, and they got not best center. They got the best safety, and then they got the best center in the draft.
Yeah.
They get their value, the Ravens, man.
Mm-hmm. Good
Yep.
stuff. All right, gentlemen, I'm ending the broadcast. I appreciate everyone watching at home for joining us, everybody for joining us on the stream. And I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys in the chat. And everyone, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment, like, all that good stuff. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/Toilets to Titles. It'll show you all 3 tiers and how you can support us. So thank you. We appreciate you. Good night. Enjoy rounds 2 and rounds 3.
Adios, all. Have a great night.